Copy, check me in 957 right. For disorderly at the snap market for a male in a gray Hyundai who's attempted to run towards Speedwell twice, west southbound at approximately 20 minutes ago.
Sitting at this bar stool, I can see it all. Stool as my look out towards the glass, the crystal ball. Sip away the teardrops of these good times ahead. Till all the fair weather friends that plays sunshine around the bend. Fly them clear skies, we're all gonna find a peace of mind. All in due time, all gonna find a peace of mind.
Time.
Not a moment to waste. We're only here for so long. Like a star shooting out in the night, then it's gone. You're holding on too tightly. Easy come, easy go. Like the warm sun rays and the winds waiting long when it snows.
Location there.
Let's fly them clear skies. We're all gonna find a peace of mind. All in due time. We're all gonna find a peace of mind.
Well, welcome back to Live on Patrol. It's Sunday night. What is the date today? 17th there, Pat?
16th, I think, isn't it? 17th. No, you're right. 17th.
January 17th, 2021.
25.
We don't often work Sundays, but we had some conflicts there this weekend. For those of you that are not, well, for those of you that are Saints fans, I apologize. I am a long Tom Brady fan. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But the good news is, St. Pat is a Saints fan. Pat's a Saints fan, and so he was rooting for the Saints tonight. And
New Orleans is one of my favorite towns.
And mine too. It's not about the towns. It's, actually, Drew Brees, I've always thought he was an awesome quarterback. In fact, when he won the Super Bowl in 2010, I took little Bob down there when he was 4 years old to the Disney parade to see Drew Brees in the Disney parade the Monday after the Super Bowl.
Oh, very cool.
So that was kind of fun. And he's a class guy, of course. But, I became a Brady fan just watching him come back. And, of course, the most infamous comeback is against Atlanta, 2017. I gotta admit, I was a Brady fan. I was a Brady fan before that, but I gave up on him at halftime. To be honest with you, I went for a walk. It was 28-3. They were losing at halftime, and all of a sudden, I started hearing people screaming out of their houses. Or were screaming where they were watching the game, and I went back and. Darn it, if Brady didn't bring the Patriots back to defeat Atlanta.
Well, I guess it justified your fandom.
I guess I did. It's our son Bobby is a quarterback, of course, and so I have him watch a lot of different styles. Drew Brees, of course, Aaron Rodgers, of course, is one of the greats, and Peyton Manning was really our favorite before he retired. Just a class act, that guy. So.
Well, Brady's number 12, right?
Yeah, both Brady and Rogers. There's going to be a lot of...
I saw a lot of my fellow New Orleans fans posting F12.
Well,
so I don't know exactly what that means, but...
there you have it. So, yeah, I remember my son Bobby and I were watching the Super Bowl together. Actually, we tried to make a trip every once in a while to Orlando to try to catch whoever was the thing. And Bobby wanted to meet Tom Brady. So in 2015, he was like 10 or 11 years old. We went down there and we watched the Super Bowl at the ESPN studio down there in Disney World. And Seattle was driving and about to score and put the game away.
Yeah.
And they had the finest running back in the league. Coach Pete Carroll should have just handed the ball off to him, but instead they threw a pop pass. And Malcolm Butler from the Patriots intercepted the pass and stopped them from winning. And the Patriots won that Super Bowl. I think that was 49. And so what was crazy about that is Tom Brady was sitting on the bench assuming they were going to lose. And he was like a little kid. He was in a state of shock that suddenly Malcolm Butler intercepted that. Anyhow, Brady was the MVP, but he let Malcolm Butler and Jules Edelman get the Disney World trip.
Yeah.
And they both went to Disneyland in California instead of coming to Orlando. So that's all right. Football star. I'm a big football fan, I got to tell you. It'll be a great game between the Packers and the Bucks. The Packers will be heavily favored there, of course. Anyhow, I didn't mean to. Anyhow, just rest assured, Pat's a big Saints fan. Now, bring us up to speed on the crime.
Well, it's been a busy week. Of most important to mention is the lady who was killed in the hit and run by the stolen car at Atlantic and Minnehaha. The day after we were live, St. Paul PD did an amazing job and took the driver of that stolen into custody. And it turned out he was a career criminal, long-time felon.
12 felony convictions.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
7 auto thefts. 7 auto thefts, but 12 convictions.
I'd like auto theft to be taken more seriously.
Sounded like he had gotten... We got to track that down. That's one of the things we got to track. He may have gotten released early because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at the court records there, and if that's the case, that's another example where early release doesn't always work.
Right. And then over the weekend there was a carjacking in the, I believe it was the 900 block of Grand, and the young men who did the carjacking went on to do another robbery over by St. Thomas, did a robbery in Minneapolis, and Minneapolis police did a masterful takedown of them when they saw the stolen car in a gas station parking lot. And they caught 3 out of the 5, recovered a gun. At least one of the culprits is a 16-year-old St. Paul kid. Sadly happens to be the grandson of a good friend of mine. And fortunately they are being held for a court hearing on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think were they responsible, the same group, for the robbery on Goodrich too, the carjacking?
Yeah, it might have been Goodrich, not Grand.
Yeah, Goodrich.
Yeah.
900, which is only a block over from that carjacking of that woman on Fairmount that occurred over there a couple months ago.
And then last evening, at Earl and Mounds, nearby the 2 bars there, St. Paul Saloon and Mounds Park Tavern, there was a shooting where a man was shot. I don't know the extent of his injuries, but his friends dumped him off at the hospital and took off, and he's not cooperating at all to try and catch the culprits. And then also last evening, in the 1000 block of Matilda, there was a shots fired call, and the suspect fled in a black or blue SUV, and he's described as a 20 to 30-year-old Asian male with a man bun, and he has one eye. So rest assured, St. Paul PD has been, and Bob and I will be keeping an eye out for him. We're going to be on the lookout.
Just getting a...
Run the backyard.
Minneapolis is chasing some people on LTAC 1 here. We're not sure all the details.
2123.
But I think they bailed and are not coming here.
4815, do we know where the female's at?
Sounds like they got the primary.
We're in Westbound to the yard.
Didn't mean to interrupt you there, Pat.
Yep, that's pretty much catches us up. The big thing being the capture of the guy who killed the woman.
And we do not have much to report on the weekend's civil unrest problems. Obviously, if you've watched the news, there really wasn't anything notable that occurred.
178.
Yeah, that was good news.
178. You can be clear.
I haven't paid attention to every state, but I can tell you that here the number of protesters was minimal. Whether that's because of the massive display of force or Minnesota just isn't likely to erupt the way other places have. No one knows, but I guess we just be happy that it did not occur here.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, there's 3 more days till the inauguration, so everybody will be still standing up. It was really great partnership between State Patrol. I posted a picture of the command post there on in the St. Paul Police Department, which we're a part of, with the State Patrol, DNR officers, Fire Department, National Guard, just the East Metro Community Safety Group there. And of course, there's one similar over there in the West Metro in Minneapolis as well. Got some questions there, Pat? Oh, by the way, just remember, we've changed the phone number from one of my phones to one of Pat's for answering your text questions.
And I will put the phone number out here in a moment.
Last time we posted it online, and unfortunately for Pat, he had over 1,000 texts.
And I'll have you know, every one of you got an answer.
Sorry. Yep. Can you send us the plate? Gun pointing, Georgia plate, eastbound on 11th.
29.
We're transporting one to the JDC from the LAC.
Copy at 2126.
11th would be, of course, the way to get on the freeway.
Yep.
Came off of 555 Wabasha. I don't think it's been quite dispatched yet. But I'm gonna hit this red here.
365. 36. Start medics for an adult
Texas
female.
plate
Conscious
there.
breathing.
That wasn't it.
Lump on her forehead.
No car description yet?
Medics.
Impala, I think. Thought I saw Impala go by us to get on the freeway here, but if it left Wabasha, that's kind of a stretch. Usually takes these calls a couple minutes to get entered from the time a person sees the gun. Calls, gets it entered.
So
So
the back in the sergeant to copy and then the assaults that occurred at 555 Wabasha. Capitol Security calling in for a suspect in a Georgia plate Charlie India Mike 7043. They were making signals at the caller, and when the caller rolled down their window to offer help, they flashed a black 9mm and started yelling racial slurs and tried to shoot them. Black male in their 30s, thin build, wearing a black jacket and gold bottom teeth. It was a black Impala, last seen east on 11th, about 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
525. Suspect's no longer on scene, correct?
It's a car to keep an eye out for.
Probably show up at one of our bars
You
in
can tell
town.
me that.
Being
I'll be
this
primary.
I'm going to put this one on 2.
270.
You want to go to 3 on yours?
Go ahead.
Bryce, Manitoba, 922 X-ray, November X-ray. White male driver. This might be the car we're looking for.
$265, do you copy?
Copy. Pulling up.
Oh, I get it.
And 538,
What
do
we
you
got
copy
for
the call?
power cords there, Pat, that aren't used?
That one right there.
The assault call that I just did, that 535 is going to be primary on?
Well, anyhow, if you're a new viewer, and I think there might be a couple new viewers.
Copy. Is there a
Welcome
sergeant that copies the
to
call?
welcome to Live on Patrol. My name is Bob Fletcher. I have the pleasure of serving as a sheriff here in Ramsey County, which is the capital county of Minnesota. The city of St. Paul, it takes up the southern half of our county. There's about 550,000 people here. And
2129.
with me is Pat Scott. He's a 30-year veteran of law enforcement. Worked at the St. Paul Police Department, as did I, many years ago, and now works as an analyst for the sheriff's office. And that's why he's on top of what crime is occurring. Follows that on a daily basis. And we are on patrol in downtown St. Paul. We are live, if you're wondering, here on January 17th at 9:30 p.m. And thanks for joining us if you're a new viewer. We don't do many Sundays, and maybe Sunday television is worse than Friday television.
The phone number for the texts, and please do not call. We're not going to answer. 651-775-8928. 651-775-8928. And if you want to connect with me, please do connect with me or Bob through there, not through my Facebook Messenger account. It's getting a little overwhelming to try and respond to those, so
Yeah,
please,
welcome to the club there. No, we want to respond the best we can, but like I said, Pat got over 1,000 texts, and
I answered all of them, folks.
I know, it's amazing. It's amazing. But they come in on Facebook, they come in a variety of ways. So, oh, by the way, and leave your name if you want us to kind of know who you are, at least a first name or something. We don't need a last name, but just tell us your first name.
Yeah, I like that a lot because I'm able to personalize the message back to you a little bit with your name. And some people texted multiple times and kind of got to know a few people. So it's nice to have a name to attach to the message.
So we are westbound on 7th Street, just on the edge of downtown St. Paul, if you've never been here. Actually, I'm just going to give you a shot. I can tell there's some new viewers because I have an earbud in my ear, and apparently
There's our cathedral.
There's our cathedral up there. Apparently we have a large number of new viewers tonight, which we're very appreciative of. And if you haven't already shared this with your friends, you know, our whole goal here is to let the public know what law enforcement does and give you an idea what's happening out on the street, but also to get to know law enforcement officers themselves. And the truth of the matter, someone said to me, well, I was so glad to know you're not out there trying to find someone to write a ticket to. Like, I always thought everybody was out there. I never had an idea that you might be talking about your families.
That is not and has never been one of Bob's and my big priorities.
What other officers, everybody's out here. We all have families. We all have kids that are playing hockey or some particular sport. But right there to our left is the XL Energy Center where the Minnesota Wild play.
189.
We're going to go down West 7th Street.
Can you check your messages?
Collection of bars and restaurants here that people hang out at.
2133.
Hopefully we'll have a Minnesota State High School hockey tournament this year. I'm sure we will. Hopefully we can actually go in. I'm guessing maybe not, though.
And just so you know, folks, most of these text messages you send will be responded to
5178.
later tonight or over the next couple days.
178.
Well, you could look at them.
I try to look at them now and then, but for the most part, they're going to be responded to over the next couple days.
Pat likes to look for stolens, and God bless him. We're glad for that too.
And we like to keep an eye on what's
there's
going on around us.
7 stolens each day on average in 7 to 8
Just in St. Paul.
in St. Paul. 7 to 8 stolens every day. It's getting to be about one of those is usually a carjacking, right?
Yep.
One of those is usually a carjacking. So there's an alarm here at Casetta's, right where we're at. We're gonna just drive around the building. Usually, at this particular time, it's usually someone not locking up, setting the alarm properly. See if anybody will come out. Casetta's, by the way, one of the great pasta restaurants in the Twin Cities. I'm gonna check that door. We'll just check these doors real quick.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. Pretty quiet in there. I don't know if Dave Cassetta and his family are watching here, but if you are, Dave, we got an alarm down here. Just checking it out.
Cut the overheads.
Yeah. Pull around and check the front doors here too, real quick. Usually what we do is end up checking all the doors from around the building. Make sure that there's no obvious break-in. Drop you here and then I'll reach you at the end. It's like the old times, just like the old days. Well, Pat's gonna check that one. These alarms at this time are usually just false. Inspector Whistler checked the loading dock doors. That's great.
Still pending.
Well,
That one I just sent is running and unoccupied behind us.
did you say behind us?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And not this Goodyear one?
Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's a different call, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just tell me where to go there, partner. Back behind us?
Yeah, let's just maybe sit down the street till I get this registration back.
Okay. Behind us? Or in front of us?
It's behind us, about 3 cars,
Okay.
facing this same direction.
So, well, I tell you what, just mute that for a minute. Not this one or this one?
It's gone.
All right.
Well, we got a guy, I think it's impending, but down by Cooper's, looking in car windows and riding on a bike. Well, it's some cold weather to ride on a bike.
All right. Go down there. So right now, this is one of our more busy areas with most of the bars. Everything's got to close at 10 now under the current pandemic plan.
Central is really tied up on that. Oh, a woman shot herself in the leg up on Park Street right before we started.
Or so she says.
Or so she says. Still under investigation.
Apparently she's pregnant. I don't know if you heard that.
And I heard the bullet hit her in the pelvis.
Yeah.
Not good.
And her boyfriend is there at the scene.
Yep.
So,
Copy, 2141.
Bravo 753 MEOT.
yeah, I
Copy,
think if
good
you
night,
get something
2141.
close, just call us so we can get it right away. Otherwise, we might not have even seen the last two. Does that work for you or not?
525 case number.
Okay, bye. No, I mean, just
525, your case number is 011563.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome,
so
2142.
let me know. I'm not a Cooper's fan, so you let me know where. I'm not a fan. I don't go to Cooper's, so let me know where it is there, my friend.
It is just before St. Clair on the right side of the street.
Okay. What did it used to be?
Boy, it's been Cooper's for at least 35, 40 years.
Jeez,
525.
I gotta get out more.
Please change to 10 West Exchange.
They used to have one down in Sibley Plaza too, but that one closed
Copy.
down.
2143.
I apologize.
Bravo 464. Bravo 464. Could you pull my off-duty back in a pending and make me a DOC 1440 University Avenue West?
Oh, I was thinking it was a
Copy,
restaurant.
that's on it, 21.
the grocery store.
Ah, okay.
I was trying to think. Oh, my goodness.
380.
Full squads are out to LAC 377.
How old is the Coopers?
12.
Does they get any more description about where? I see. Okay, so he wasn't necessarily in Coopers, he was headed that way. Got it. Okay, thank you.
White hoodie.
It's a cold night for a bicycle.
No kidding.
So, head south.
Hold it. Oh, cut you.
Oh, on the way there, I just have to, St. Stan's, where our son got baptized, yes. Okay.
So at the Union Depot, sounds like you got a guy.
On the Kellogg side, or what's the address exactly?
273.
We clear regions. I'll be on at
Copy 2145.
270.
270.
Hang on a second.
My traffic stop and 265 DOC are the same call. We could do them together.
Copy 2146.
I think she's about to dispatch it. You want me to clear here and go to that other one?
I think we should.
Alright. We won't say where we're going until it's dispatched. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Slot 278.
278.
278.
Affirmative.
Can you reopen my 278?
So anyhow, St. Stan's is where little Bob was baptized at, right there.
Copy
On West 7th Street. That one we did, the church we did. That's why I want to take a right, so I can.
Copy.
Don't they have a bowling alley in there?
At
Is that St. Stan's?
Oh, St. Bernard's did, at a bowling
One
alley.
of the little churches down here, I think it's St. Stan's, has a little bowling alley, and it is fun.
Yeah, could be. I know St. Bernard's did, because I was there when they tore it out. As long as we're talking about little Bob right now, he is ice fishing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's ice fishing with a couple buddies. His friend Brock has all the fixings for a great ice fishing tent and pallets to wood to stand on.
Well, any of my friends who I've known my entire adult life knows that if they really want to catch absolutely no fish whatsoever when ice fishing,
Go with you.
invite me. Have me come.
Are we clear?
Clear.
011552.
Well, I've never actually spent a lot of time I have ice fished, but haven't spent a lot. I love fishing in the warm 80-degree weather where I'm getting a tan. But I don't know about ice fishing. A lot of people swear by it. They love the peacefulness of it. I think these kids nowadays, they spend most of their time on their phones, though. Good, right?
Clear right.
We're going to a call where a man is threatening to shoot somebody.
Bravo 464.
We don't think it's been dispatched yet.
Bravo 464. I am clear assisted. And can I be back
Clear.
on off duty, please? Copy. Can you back
And
on
thank
off
you,
duty?
viewers. St. Francis has the bowling alley.
St. Francis, okay. Good to know.
171.
Clear report under the PCN. Big marks until west. I'm Detective L for a check on Selby.
Copy. Going back out to the area of Selby and Dale. Chris is calling in on a welfare check for that male that was at Mississippi Market who was taking his clothes off. Previous processing.
150.
White ball cap, thin black jacket, black pants, black and white sneakers.
You'll see a sheriff's car there to our right.
280, I'll be clear, computer.
We're providing some additional security down here for the courthouse.
Copy. Check the area.
Appreciate that.
Zero from male and device close. Looking in the vehicle is at 2150.
Keeping our judges safe is the top priority for the sheriff's office. No, they're not there. We just ensure the protection of their offices as well. Seems like most of these kids are caught driving their stolen cars from carjackings late at night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 2:33, 3:30. Have you noticed that?
Yep.
And
225.
which might mean we have to work a little later now and then.
And a lot of them get caught in gas stations.
Yeah.
265.
Probably stopping to get cheese dogs.
I had a disappointing cheese dog today. It's pretty
Uh-oh.
211 7th Street, watch for an alarm record status at 2151.
Normally the key holder, the reason we didn't clear that call is usually they send a key holder out. Uh-oh, somebody's got that dang laser again. Just saw it in the street in front of us.
I don't like that.
It's coming from behind us. We see that laser a lot down here.
Yeah.
Didn't look
I think
green.
it's our shout out guy. I don't think he means bad by it, but it's a little disconcerting.
I don't know if this is the... See, this is what's confusing. What's the address here?
This is 180.
Okay.
And we're looking for 240.
40, yeah. Let's see. The Union Depot station is actually on both sides of the street here.
Mm-hmm. There's the white ball cap. That's
Fits in.
perfect description.
Okay. Supposed to be Suite 300 something. Right?
Yeah. Maybe the security guard can see him right now.
Call him. Hey, this is the sheriff's office. Have you called the police for a man threatening? Okay. Where is he now? Okay. We think we see him in there with. He's still got the white baseball cap on. He didn't see a gun, he's just threatened. Okay. So, what's your pleasure? Do you have a security guard there that he threatened? All right, we'll be there shortly. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. 2400. We'll be out at the Union Depot call on Kellogg and Wakuta.
Copy for mail threatening security. Would you like a sample spot to back?
2155.
I think so. We can see the party standing inside and talk to security, and they said there's 2 security guards waiting for the arrival of the squads. Cups. You got some?
Yep.
Copy 526, please, sir.
We're en route. Our last is advised.
Copy, thank you. 2154.
2010 with 2400.
Copy. 2150. All right.
We're code 4 here with 1 detained, but security would like St. Paul to come and officially trespass him.
Copy, code 4 of 1 detained. 536 continue for trespass.
536 will be out in a couple blocks.
2157.
Squad 3 and 23.
Copy, 2158.
some with you. I'm surprised you didn't bring some with you. All right, so hop in the car here, Pat. I'm gonna see if I can. So anyhow, this gentleman threatened the security guard there.
Said he was going to shoot him.
But the security guard says he just wants him trespassed, kicked out. Doesn't appear to. Oh crap! I got the guy's phone. I gotta go back in.
Bob will be right back. But all security wants done is for the man to be trespassed out of here, which means he can't return here to the Union Depot anymore, which they will be doing. St. Paul cars got here pretty quickly right after we did.
Not a real cooperative sort.
Not especially.
Oh, he did.
Well, my charger told me my radio was all charged up, and it is not.
I'll try this one. I don't know if it's any better. Try to pull that battery off.
Yeah, so swap batteries with you.
I don't know. I only charged one myself, but I haven't used that other one forever. So.
I had another battery all charged up too, but I forgot to bring it.
Well, I'm sure Whistler can swap us. There's a bunch of them in our office. So, this gentleman wasn't very cooperative. Kind of had an attitude.
Yeah, he did.
What'd you say?
I think that would be a fair description of what he had.
Yeah. So,
But we used our powers of persuasion and convinced him the best course of action was just to relax and cooperate.
So they're going to give him a form that says he's trespassed. Usually it's for 1 year. How's that battery? Any better?
Yes, it was great.
We can't have you without a battery. So. I'm guessing that Larson and Story are working together because of all the activity. Really
they were longtime partners. They're not regular partners
well,
anymore,
I think they are, but not. I don't know if they work this hours. I don't see them out usually. But really top-notch cops.
Oh, they're the best.
Top-notch. Some of the best. So this the gentleman that you see there, security guard, is, if you can even see him, he's about to give the gentleman a no trespassing order. Police will sign it. The guy will sign it. If he comes back, then he'll be instantly arrested for trespassing. He could have been arrested for terroristic threats. The problem is the county won't charge terroristic threats unless he has a means to achieve it, which is in a way too bad, right?
Yeah.
The person you're terrorizing really doesn't know that you're...
773,
Right.
if you can hear me, go to 4, please.
So,
It kind of lets you threaten people with impunity when there's no consequence for it.
yeah. Security guards seem very professional down here.
Yeah, they seem like they hire a sharp crew.
Gentleman goes. What was his first name? Abdul?
It was about a 4-consonant first name.
Well, how's the A team doing? You know you're live right now, but I know you guys don't mind because
start for 1198 girl.
you're live. We're just bragging about you guys. You know, being the A team.
Yeah.
Are you guys always working these hours or?
Yeah.
Really?
Last couple years.
Oh, I didn't know that. Jesus. Hey, Mike.
Always
Thank
good
you.
to see you
Thank
guys.
you.
You guys are the celebs.
Male broke into the store,
Hey,
drove,
did you just watch the football game or not?
arrived on a bike. White male, late
That was a
50s,
good
bald,
game,
brown
man.
jacket.
That was Brady came back.
Well, the NFL called us murderers, so we don't really watch it.
Well, there is that.
The NFL when they call
There
us
is that. All right, well,
Copy.
we're proud to know you guys.
I don't know who
Good to
to
see you guys.
Good to see you guys.
Thank
Take care.
Thank you.
So could you put us back on our previous call, please? Copy. Which squad was going?
All right, so we're gonna head up through downtown a little bit.
Maybe a quick stop at that SA on
yeah,
Wall
yeah.
Street.
Okay, how about we go to the Holiday at Kingsford down there?
Yeah,
Oh, we'll go to that. We'll go to this
that'll
one.
work.
There's less.
Holiday, yeah, I think I like the idea of Holiday better. To be honest with you.
There we go. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Ah,
We will run up there. Has it been dispatched yet or not? All right. Okay. Very good.
361. 361. Clear advising, send that burglary then.
Are you
as
on
soon as
three?
they broadcast it, I'll talk about it.
Here we go.
Well, maybe we shouldn't for a while. You never know if we got wider reach than the scanner field. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll wait till we get a little closer. We're going to head to a burglary in progress, but we're going to have to keep a little bit quiet.
634 burglary.
Everybody's going now.
Yeah, we're not gonna. They're not putting the address over the air for good reason.
Looks
We're
like
not
the
gonna do that
suspect
either.
is taking copper out of the storage room, putting it into bins from the store. Will copy, and is he on the outside or in the back alley? Storage room on the side of the store, I'm not sure. See if we can figure out where he is exactly. 361 copy, we're pulling up here.
Oh, he's there already.
Squad is pulling up.
I think he was on a bicycle also, right?
Yes.
So, hey, did you hear that one of the Walgreens, the two of the Walgreens clerks got beat up by two suspects that were stealing down in Highland?
Yeah.
Fort Parkway?
Did it sound like it was the same suspects at both?
I don't know. But it's just ratcheting up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just if you don't ever arrest anybody, you start to think that they have the right to take it, and if you get in their way, they're going to punch you. Yeah. Yes.
He's gonna be in the front. He's a white male wearing a tan jacket, blue pants with a green bin.
Got it. Thanks. Bye.
Okay.
Some slippery ice on here still.
360 pulling up.
You got that last one, right, Pat?
Yep.
Since you're a car expert. We got another call while we're en route there that we're checking on.
detained there. Do you know if the cop is on scene or is it the cop off-site somewhere else?
Nope.
None of those?
Nope.
Okay.
Cops at a nearby address. Copy, if you can come to this location, it'll be great.
Okay.
Copy.
It's going to look pretty much...
Right or to arcade?
Yeah, let's do this. Same size as a Yukon
Anyhow,
or a Tahoe.
So we were on the way there to Earl in Maryland on a burglary. Squad was there. They got the suspect detained. Sounds like he's trying to steal copper out of the building. We got alerted to another call, a hit and run involving an Escalade.
Light colored Escalade. I think the first three numbers were 635 on the plate.
So we are...
Winning along the way.
Clear.
So, just kind of roam through here a little bit. Might as well go to the scene of the call as long as we're... Maybe not.
Squad 526.
526.
Could be the track.
Clear this assisted with 2010 2400 today.
Copy 2215.
First squad
Put this one on 3.
on Earl. We got voicemail. I'm calling back. Her location is in the call there.
I'll go to 1 on...
See this here.
Copy. TC says she's probably going to be reluctant to step out.
I've been looking good.
Hang on. Okay, go ahead. Hello. Can you add that other phone or use that other group, that other phone? Well, if the car did come westbound there on Cook, it continued westbound.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, it looks like it might have turned left once it got out here. But that was the car that we saw when we pulled off on Payne. It wasn't an Escalade.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody's engine is burning.
Yeah, it smells like it. Better look at the Marauder. Oh, we're good.
Hope it's not ours. Well, we should go down to the St. Paul Saloon and they're closing up right now.
Yeah.
And Just to ask him about the shooting there last night, huh?
Sure.
So we're looking for an H&R vehicle that hit somebody, and we're also, well, the burglary suspects in custody.
Kind of a busy first hour.
Which one are you?
I'm on one.
All right, I'm going to stop here so you can get your Mountain Dew.
Oh, excellent. I'll be real quick. You want a Fountain Dew?
No, I'm good. I got you can grab me a
Diane's Coke?
no, you can grab me a bottled Mountain Dew. I'm just going to throw it in here in my existing fountain. What do we got here? One of our favorite places to stop. M&H, busy, busy, busy. Everybody's just getting out of the bars that can't stay open past 10.
Getting their snacks for
Their snacks and their mix.
an Escalade.
White colored Escalade.
It's an Escalade pickup truck.
Let's just check the numbers on it.
Nope.
Wrong numbers. The lady that got hit caught the numbers on the car.
And those were not it.
I'm just going to pull over by that Impala there just for a minute. There's a lot of cars here, Pat.
Yeah, there are.
I'll park here. You stay safe in there, man. You're right here. All right.
Take my radio with me this time in case you spot a stolen again.
Yeah. I don't know, are we buffering again or are we good? Looks good there on yours, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take your radio. That was a good idea. So, thanks for joining us again if you just jumped in. I know actually our busiest time for some reason is right around 10:30. I think people get past the news, watch for a little bit. Thanks for joining us live on patrol. We are in the city of St. Paul at the corner of Arcade and Minnehaha, listening to calls throughout Ramsey County. We got 6 frequencies.
Happy 2020.
6 frequencies in Ramsey County. 3 in the city of St. Paul and 3 up in the suburban Ramsey County as well. Did you see that mask, man? Oh, what'd you do? Take a break to go to the restroom at team or what?
I just started.
Oh, you just started?
What's going on? Where's Whistler at?
He's around. He ain't far.
Yeah?
Oh.
Anything going on tonight? Is there some pregnant gal that got shot?
Yeah. It's up off of Park Street, yeah.
Okay.
But it's not fully cooperative, it doesn't sound like at this point, you know.
Really?
Her boyfriend was with her, but she's pregnant.
Okay.
So. But it's... Maybe she shot herself by accident in the hip, who knows?
Yeah.
But hopefully she ends up being okay, and hopefully, more importantly, her baby's okay.
Yeah.
That's the critical piece. What else? I don't know. It's kind of busy. It must be all the people getting out of the bars at 10, huh?
2360.
What time? What's the busiest time for you down here when you're working?
2288 Stephanie Court for a dark SUV versus pole.
Oh. I don't know. Well, you assume we're live. I would tell you if we're not, but we are right now. So.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. But we did. We're gonna go over to the St. Paul Saloon over there and Mountains Park Bar. They usually stay open a little past 10.
All right.
Somebody got shot there last night, huh? I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Well, if somebody showed up, there was a shooting, somebody got shot, and then a few minutes later, someone showed up at the emergency room.
Okay.
Not totally forthcoming about what happened.
Yeah.
So, but
171.
I didn't know they had a carjacking yesterday
171.
on Goodrich, and those you probably saw in the news. Those early 3 o'clock in the morning, the suspects got arrested.
In Minneapolis?
Yeah.
Card 171.
Curtis Hilrag. Adult female to 1309
I don't think
University.
so. I don't know.
Copy at 2221.
How you doing? Well, be safe, guys.
Yeah, we'll be back. Well, how late you working? We'll be checking on you before then, but we ain't staying until 3.
Not tonight.
Yeah, thanks. So, I don't know what's going on here, but is this my phone? It says we're not. It says yours says we're fine, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. Just in case it makes it easier. There's the text. All right.
Yeah, over to Earl and Hudson.
Yeah. As soon as I pour my fresh Mountain Dew into this, absolutely, Casey's Fountain Pop. What else was I going to talk about tonight? There's something else that went on. Let's make a note.
I swap places with your radio.
Yeah. So I got an extra radio there?
Oh, wait a minute.
It's clear, Joe.
No, it's not.
Is that yours?
CPV at Sydney and Woodbury.
What did I do with mine?
Copy 2222.
No, I got mine.
Radio, where are you?
Our heat is strictly down below, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's only at 70. It's down below and only at 70. But you can put it down to 68. 67 on your side.
My friend.
Yeah. I can't remember if you offered to get a cheese dog. I know you offered to get a fountain pop.
You know, I was in such a hurry to get out of there so we could get to last call.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
completely forgot about it.
It was the right decision.
It's a healthy decision, too.
Got a lot of diet advice. Got a letter. I got a lengthy letter from a wonderful woman who's a nurse. I think she's from Texas. I like handwritten letters. That's because I'm still the old handwritten letter type. Well, we got a number of letters, but she
165.
was saying she loves what we're doing with the exception of
Courtesy ride to an adult
Her diet.
female and juvenile male to the area of Dale and front, heading starting
she
mile
was
0.
mostly critical of me. She said
Copy, yeah,
you look a little
20.
slender than me. Actually, she said we both still look slender, but I know better.
I think we're pretty proportionate to each other, to
Well,
be
yeah,
awesome,
there
to
is
honest.
Where's that?
7127, 7125.
But anyhow, she was a nurse, and she's talking about our health.
2559 Mountain View Drive, apartment 105, existing medic with a medical alarm.
How she cares about us.
That's a good thing.
27 copy, all advised.
By the way, we have received 3 fans
7125 here, clear.
and 1 cold pack, and we probably should mention the people by name. I don't
25.
have them all right in front of us, but thank you for your fans.
2225.
The fans that cool the phone off. There's a couple different types to it. It's a fascinating industry. some draw heat away from the phone, and some draw, what's this guy here, 762, and some blow cool air onto the phone. Did you get the
Yep.
letters too? Good
Yep.
for you. Yeah, I didn't like that car.
910.
910.
Can you please have the East Midnight Boss call me at 5627?
But that's all it was.
Yeah, Beacon the East. Night Sergeant, call 910.
Well, no.
Copy 2220.
So we are southbound on Earl, going by the Dairy Queen. Hey, by the way, I wanna apologize a little bit for last week. I know we did a Friday and then a Thursday, but something I gotta say. For that week after I got the vaccination, I wasn't myself.
Right.
It was about a week's worth of strange symptoms. And, some of the people that got the vaccination the same time I did were far worse than me. Some were sick for 2 days, and they were, in bed, had soreness. I only had a headache, a strange headache that came on the first 24 hours, and then it kind of went away, but it never totally went away. It was more like a pressure headache.
165 arriving, ending 1.2.
And it wasn't until Friday
Copy 2227.
that I actually felt myself. I only tell you that so if you do end up getting the vaccination, expect at least from my experience, about a week's worth of strange side effects.
Okay. I'll make sure I time it to get it a week before we go out on patrol.
Well, I went out that same night.
I know you did.
And I was thinking, it won't affect me that much. It won't affect that fast. But
You weren't too mean to me, so that's...
no, it's
Well, it's already
Yes.
cleared out.
Mr. Squad info here at the corner of Earl and
Yep.
Maryland. We got a female here. She's not with anybody, but he's just yelling and screaming.
What's the number again?
Copy 2228.
Is it not dispatched? Well, who's the caller? Yeah, we're close, but it'd be nice to know what the caller is. Okay, thank you.
4496, okay.
Copy 4496. It's 2229.
Oh, it hasn't been dispatched, huh? There's an old Crown Victoria, huh?
Yep.
Remember when we had the Dodge 440s?
There's an Escalade. No, is that an Escalade or is that a
178.
Tahoe? New Tahoe. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
178.
I don't know.
I don't.
Smith, call Constable 23, please, in regards to your current call.
Remember those Chrysler
Copy.
440s we used to drive? And there was only a couple of
2229.
them around, probably.
Yep. Those were some screamers.
Yeah. What's the house number here there, old light?
995.
Alright, so we're
Right? Pretty close here. 81. 77. Should be that one right there.
2363.
which one?
Right there.
2363.
Plate on it is going to be Bravo Zulu 53699.
Let's hit the alley.
I'm
See
sure
if
that's
we
it.
get anything.
Sure.
223.
So we got a call on people yelling at each other, screaming. We don't really know for sure what that means, but we're gonna sit in the alley back here, see if we can hear any arguments taking place. We believe we know where, but it is a law in St. Paul that your garage.
I hear him.
You do? Let's just let him leave, and then we'll pull him over.
286 WBL.
So I saw two people in the back here.
2363.
It probably looks like they're
Could be
about
an
to
Illinois
leave
plate.
together.
Drivers in the seats. Unresponsive. Possibly passed out.
Do you need me to start medic?
Well, I hope you're not going to really try to come this way, are you guys?
Yeah, get them started for now.
What do you think? Let's just take them right here.
Yeah.
Before they get too far away. Well, just going to talk to these gentlemen here for a minute.
I'm a little bit worried. Okay.
Well, I got them. I'll pull them behind you.
Yep.
We're out behind that 963 3rd Street call with 286 Whiskey Bravo Lima, 2 Asian males.
Copy.
ends up costing about $20,000.
361.
361.
This is not going to be a burglary. It's going to be a suspicious here. And you can say it was called by 360, 363. And you can send a 2400 call. We'll head that way.
Copy 2230.
Go ahead.
641 Fairview. Silent alarm. For video verification on 770 clip for an unremarked meal. Highly heavy bills on radar for the Fletcher and
Go ahead.
2234. No further info. I'm going to go to the door.
5367. 115. 115, go ahead.
Go.
$2,400, you can clear 3rd Street advised. So we got a couple, obviously these guys have been consuming some alcohol.
That'd be one way to put
The
it.
passenger was far more intoxicated than the driver. We don't know if the driver was.
The driver wasn't too bad.
No, but the passenger smelled like a liquor store that had been hit by a car. And
A liquor store that had been hit by a car.
A lot of empty bottles, So, but they had been arguing. Obviously, I think what they didn't say for sure, but they were big football fans. I think the argument was over Brady or Rodgers. I think they're arguing about football because they said, "Well, the Vikings aren't in the playoffs." So I said, well, you're rooting for Brady then? They said, of course we're rooting for Brady. But I don't think they all were in agreement. Which, by the way, we're 100% fine if you... Oh, there's the Escalade, no?
What's the plate?
Let's drive by the Escalade. I don't think it's a car, but...
I want to say 635 was it?
This is 388. Yeah, 634 I thought, but anyhow, we agree on a 63. Oh, here's the thing. We don't care if people argue about football teams on here, but please, let's keep politics off this page. The whole purpose of this is, well, it's to understand law enforcement. I do bring up issues that are relevant and sometimes challenge the mayor and city council, but that's a different issue.
Got a
Than
little something going on up here.
somebody's trying to get up a hill,
I bet that's it.
and they're not having much
Holy
success.
smokes. They're losing a lot of tire rubber.
Please don't hit us. We better just get behind them, huh? Proves that they have one tire functioning. Oh, it is slippery though.
Holy smokes, it is.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyhow, let's. Someone warned us about this today. We got a text on this about slippery streets over here on the east side.
They weren't kidding.
No, I said watch out for A, B, and C. So somebody's yelling, "Hi, Pat."
Hi! Hi, Dawn. How are you? What is it? Right up there.
Yeah, ask what her name is.
What's your name? Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Good. You watching us now? Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you, Amanda.
So anyhow, yeah, let's don't use the comments to argue politics. Issues, yeah, fine. But football teams, I'm good with that.
Everybody's good with arguing about football. I'm just glad we didn't have to get out and push that car.
Well,
I don't have a
here's
good
the
track
thing.
record
if
with
that's
pushing
you
cars.
and me, we're pushing it around backwards and going down the hill and finding a different route, right?
Indeed.
You had was that the same hat you had on?
Yes, it is. Oh, nope. I had a different.
You
I had a
thicker one.
A thicker one on. Thank
Well, I
goodness.
think you should wear the thicker one till April.
This was a little more stylish, though.
There's no doubt about that.
You got to go about your business in the streets in style.
I should probably wear a mask more often, shouldn't I? I mean, I'm feeling a little empowered because I got the first vaccine, but it's really a mistake. They say you're not, it takes 2 to 3 weeks before you're 70% effective on these vaccines, and then it takes the second shot to be 95% effective. So
316.
Okay.
I shouldn't make any assumptions.
316.
76 Upper Athens Terrace for an assault. Caller is stating that the staff member is abusive and assaulting him named Abdul, black male, 35 years old, thin build, wearing black sweats. Abdul called in stating he was assaulted by the
Want you to drop a match?
member of the group home,
No.
and his phone was taken. He's waiting in a driveway in a blue Toyota.
Okay.
By the way, back to that issue of having. Here's what I'm thinking on Fridays. How's it going? You okay? I'm thinking of maybe we start like an hour and a half earlier with a little question and answer thing.
On when?
Well, on Fridays, just so we don't
Okay.
tie up another night. Well, it could be any time, but we could just be in my office answering questions if people, of the 1,000 people text you just to get the answers, or to let people call in.
Yeah, there were.
You could be Joe Souchere. I could be the rookie. You could be the rookie. Joe and the rookie. The rookie's a pretty good guy. Well, Joe is too, but I really like the rookie. Nice person. But so we're eastbound on Minnehaha. By the way, thank you to all of you that donated to the GoFundMe. And so here's again is the location of the incident. Thanks for helping ever put grandmother to rest properly and bringing some justice in the form of an arrest and a charge. We can't let this case go though without trying to improve the justice system. There's no way a guy like that should be out of jail.
No.
Stealing other cars. So we are going to take some steps to monitor the justice system more than we do now. You know, I think your law enforcement officers in this county are committed to holding people accountable, but we just need to make sure that the entire system, the entire spectrum along the way is accountable as well.
Right.
And so that includes, you know, the prosecutors, the judges, probation officers. It's all of us working toward the same end. And, you know, not everybody needs to go to jail, but some people need to, not just for their own corrective activity, but to protect the public. I mean, jail does serve, in some cases, as a way to protect the public from ongoing criminality.
Yep. Some people just need to be removed from lawful society for a while.
And a lot of times, of course, it's an addiction problem, but you know, you need to be in an addiction program where you're in custody versus just running around pretending you're in an addiction program. So
322.
You can take a look at the comments there. It looks like you got a few coming in. All I can see is a scroll over there, but
that's on the Facebook.
Anything of note on Facebook there?
See the caller at 1054 4th Street for an accident hit run report.
1054 4th Street.
2244.
325, we can take that for 322.
Got your other phone?
Yeah.
328, please.
You got a lot of phones in here, Pat.
Yeah, we do.
We got a squad behind us too. Maybe not. So inauguration is what? 18-19 Wednesday?
Yes.
So we'll have extra officers through the inauguration. In Ramsey County.
How far are we from the Mall of America? About 15 miles?
Yeah, I guess. Somebody asking what it's like there? Or
Asking just how far away we are. Holy smokes.
might not even be that far. But great facility. If you ever want a complete shopping experience and bring your kids or nieces, nephews for some rides, highly recommend the Mall of America. Got some great restaurants there. My personal favorite is on the north side there, Twin City Grill. First floor, right on the north side.
Squad 379.
Got a great steak there and great atmosphere.
Third floor.
Not to say that the Rainforest Cafe isn't awesome as well.
There's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of a connoisseur, so you should tell us. We got 2 new hotels out there that weren't there a few years back. Marriott and a Radisson Blue. It's a great weekend to go get a couple hotel rooms and spend some time shopping. If you got enough money to shop.
So we're being asked, what was your favorite squad car over the years? Ford, Dodge, Plymouth, Chevrolet?
Well, that's a good question. We started in Crown Victorias. Once in a while we got to use the fast Dodges, but they were usually rear-wheel drive. So in the summertime, good roads, there's nothing better than those 2 cars.
Right.
Problem is the wintertime in Minnesota, which is way too many months.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well in the winter with those.
So we had Suburbans back then too, which were
too big a vehicle for me.
too big, yeah, not
comfortable.
maneuverable.
You know, speaking of those 440s,
Yeah.
I don't know if you did this, but down in Texas and also up here, some of us young guys would flip the air filter cover over. And it made an awesome roaring sound.
Really?
And when you called for backup and you heard that roar coming, you didn't even need to hear the red lights and sirens. You could hear that roar
shock and awe.
for a mile.
Shock and awe. We're eastbound on Maryland from Hazelwood. What other cars did we drive? I mean, there's everything been out there. Tauruses. They started using Tauruses for front-wheel drive. I never liked those cars. There wasn't enough room, you know. Tauruses are bigger now. We had K cars for a while. Do you remember the K cars?
We had K cars and we had Fairmonts.
Oh yeah, for K cars and Fairmonts. That was terrible. At least nobody thought you were really a cop when you're driving those K cars. Are you sure you're a police officer? Cops don't drive K cars.
You'll remember this. This would have been back in right after you made lieutenant. There were some guys who had just gotten out of prison for robbing drugstores. And there was somewhere up off of like Dale and Jessamine where they were staying. And you had all the intelligence on them you had given us. And on, I believe it was St. Patrick's Day, the West 7th Street Pharmacy down by Mancini's got robbed. And I was able to get a hold of you because I couldn't remember the address. You gave me the address. So I sat down the street from it. It was snowing this night. And I was facing uphill in a Ford Fairmont.
I do remember this now that you mention this, yes.
And I saw, actually, they were in a Ford Fairmont also. And I saw their Ford Fairmont pull in alongside the building. And I tried to accelerate to get up there. And I was calling for assistance to get up there. And all my tires did was spin. And by the time I got free, they were inside the building. But I pulled into the parking lot, and there was, from the bumper below the license plate, a perfect handprint of a snowball being taken out of the snow on the bumper and plopped right in the middle of the license plate. I said, oh yeah, these are probably the guys. And Kevin Daniels and I ended up setting up in an apartment right across the hall from theirs, looking out the people. And they came out, we got them with the loot, we got them with the shotgun.
He was a classic, Kevin.
Yeah, he was.
They're going to say that about you someday. Yeah, you did a lot of great police work out there, Pat. A lot of arrests. And you're still doing great work.
Trying. What do we got here? Some people refusing to leave. think the uniforms.
Check a few other places there. There's the White Castle here on Wiper Avenue.
Like 2251.
Just gonna drive up here. I might use the restroom right here, real quick.
You know, I
Speedway.
couldn't get into the one at M&H.
Back
so I'm
seaters
gonna
now.
have to
Keep
join
an
you.
eye out. Remember how last time you caught that stolen for us? But we're looking for a light colored Escalade 645. 645.
Don't know the rest of the plates, so keep an eye out.
Just gonna run in and hit the restroom here. Let's see what's happening. Who's teaching who how to use the gas? He's teaching you? Or you're teaching him? In the old days, you know, they had people come out and put gas in your car. Did you know that? You heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it. No, back when I was young, the
2166 for
the guy would come out and put it in your car for you.
It actually used to be the law.
Yeah.
315.
Well, not anymore. Now you got to pump your own.
315.
854.
Got a little pug in the back seat there, or what? Is that a little pug dog, or
Golden 5 BD, 21-year-old black male wearing a plaid jacket.
everything going okay for you guys?
Copy.
You need any help at all?
2252.
Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Just wait for this to come back, huh?
I'm gonna run in real quick. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
I'll wrap my stylish mask tonight.
Then when you come out, I'll go in.
How about that?
Oh, that's very stylish.
But that
Look at you.
says sheriff on it. Okay.
Okay, we're good. I'm gonna go in with you.
You gonna what? You gonna come in now or you gonna wait? Just wait for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for you.
Talk to the viewers.
We'll get you the address here in just a second. $21.61.
2161.
You know, we get a lot of requests to show a view of the outside of the of this Durango and of the equipment that's inside, but that's unfortunately that's not practical. It's quite an ordeal to remove the phone camera from the mount and show the car and the inside of the car and then get it remounted. So I'm afraid that's not very practical, and it's not something we'll be able to do. Maybe at some point when we get an easier to use system, we'll be able to do that, but right now we can't do that.
I'll let you know in a sec.
Copy 105, Sycamore. Appears unoccupied. 2254.
This is always a pretty busy gas station. It's just north of St. Paul, just inside the Maplewood border.
$24.11.
The 440, what car had that? I think it was the Plymouth Grand Fury
312.
that had the 440 in it.
312.
1360 Ames Avenue, Unit L, like Lima. An assist from the hospital is requested to try to make contact with the mother of a patient at the region who's ready to be discharged, and they haven't been able to get in contact with the mother. Her name is Deborah Robinson.
32,000. 312 copy.
2255.
Was it
Hang on.
Squad 325, this will be clear state, crash report, cancel 22 and 12.
All right. Just give Pat a little intel.
312 and 322, you're both
It
clear.
goes in there.
Copy, thank you guys.
Busy night out here for a Sunday. This is more traffic than we normally see a lot of times.
4478.
So,
You can show squad's clear advice.
a lot of cars out.
At 1700
People
right.
buying some Budweiser to take home.
Copy, 1700 right.
That's 115 Keelers, you're really going inside. Check it out.
Copy, would you like beer?
What else we got to report on here?
2256. The DMT operators.
Just reading some text here.
Need DMT operators monitoring channel 1 that can assist the county deputy at the LEC.
See a lot of people speculating on my little private conversation with Patrick that it might have had something to do
Copy, thank you, at 2257.
with the bathroom. Just gonna go through some of I got some texts here. Just want to go over a little bit here. As long as we're sitting.
2411. Checking your status. $2166.
2411 for Coach 4, building secure.
Copy, building secure, and the alarm company did call in. 2250.
$5183, cars clear, GOA.
2158. 011-605.
So,
Copy,
I
thank you.
just
You're welcome, 2258.
we did talk about the Goodrich carjacking that ended up with several parties getting arrested over in Minneapolis late last night. 900 block of Goodrich where it was taken.
Okay, I'm told it was a Dodge Diplomat that had the 440, not the Grand Fury.
Oh, it might have, but I'm pretty sure that that big Dodge we drove. Okay, it could have been a Diplomat.
I think it was a Diplomat.
Okay.
Boy, they were fast cars, though. Scary fast.
Heavy, they were very heavy too.
Mm-hmm.
And they got terrible gas mileage.
Yeah, they did. So that was the big reason we ended up going to the Fairmonts and the K cars was
Right.
when the gas crisis hit.
I'm trying to think of when that was. Was it when Jimmy Carter was the president when it hit first?
Right.
But that was like in the early 70s. And then it hit again.
I think they tried out a couple of propane cars, even if I remember right.
We'll show 121, taking my spot on the northeast corner. It'll be 10-8. You can send me that county call.
Copy,
Yeah. Well, a few beat officers out there. Jeff on Grand Avenue and Payne Avenue got a beat too for a while. Didn't punch much gas at all.
2363.
People were speculating what intel I gave you.
Top secret.
No, they were pretty much on track. They were pretty much on track.
Oh, we've got sharp viewers.
Copy, thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome, 2300.
sharp viewers. So,
Well, I guess we didn't go into a whole lot of detail on that. That St. Thomas
yeah,
robbery.
go ahead and tell them a little bit more about
Yeah, so that at the beginning of the night, we were talking about a carjacking that happened in the 900 block of Goodrich, and then the suspects went on to rob some St. Thomas students, and that was right before 3 a.m. yesterday morning on Cretin between Selby and Dayton. The students were walking west on Selby from Finn when they saw someone in a black ski mask following them on foot. Let's see. That carjacked vehicle pulled up next to them. 3 people in ski masks got out of the vehicle and at gunpoint forced the students to turn over their property.
And for those of you who aren't from this area, St. Thomas is a college in a very good neighborhood that traditionally has low crime. And the College of St. Thomas is one of our many colleges. We have Hamlin University, Macalester, Augsburg, and just a lot of quality colleges here. So it was an unusual event to happen in that area.
Which we've been seeing more and more of the last few months over in that area. But those are the same suspects who ended up getting caught in Minneapolis after doing yet another street robbery.
And the big thing we're going to let you know is we're going to monitor what happens to those kids. And we're never going to be able to give you the names, but we will be able to tell you if they are released from custody or not.
Right.
And how fast, and whether or not they're quick to violate other laws. So that's the type of stuff that, we just need to make sure that the justice system is recognizing we can't have those repeat offenders. And then there was, I don't know if you saw in the national news, there was a family that brought a young child in that he was all covered up and he looked like he was, unhappy and looked like an abused child. And
that was in Orlando, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the waitress sensed that something was wrong, and so she was watching. She thought maybe this child was abused, and she got behind the parents, or purported to be the parents, and put a sign up and asked them, "Are you okay?"
163.
And obviously she got a negative reaction. She called the police, and it turns out they were arrested for child abuse.
They had been torturing the kid.
Yeah.
And the investigator publicly announced that if that waitress had not called the police, that child would probably be dead today.
11-year-old.
11 years old. So if you suspect a child is a victim of abuse, please call.
A lot of shots fired calls last week too after we were done. I forgot about that over on Cherokee Heights. Turns out that they were celebrating the anniversary of somebody's death, but 30 to 40 rounds were fired into the air.
Jeez.
Last weekend. Is that a car on? And is it... I can't even believe how slippery it is here. I'm afraid to even back up on this ice. But it looks to me like that car's lights are failing. Like maybe it's been there a while. And then there's a door open on that house there. Is it running?
Cut our engine real quick. Oh. Maybe I'll let them know.
No, let's run the plate first.
Yeah.
In case somebody just dumped it here.
369 traffic.
369.
Maryland Arkwright.
Well, we appreciate you backsitters squeezing in there. It was a tight fit.
Maryland Arkwright.
I know we had 3,500 just on Facebook that were watching.
That was unbelievable.
I don't know how you guys fit back there. I don't think we've ever had 3,000 Facebookers back there. I thank you guys for all being on your carrot diet too, because the carrot diet helps you squeeze in back there.
And unfortunately, we can't eat carrots when we're on this live feed because it makes too much noise, we've been told.
Well, we could.
We tried it once.
Yeah. Somebody.
For traffic.
Carrots.
314.
Okay, well, it's clear. Should I shine the...
3rd and 4th.
Let them know their lights are on?
I think they're in the next house. There's somebody.
Third and fourth.
When that door was open. Oh, lights went off. So that's good. All good.
Oh, okay. On a timer.
By the way, if you're watching on YouTube and then you've not hit the subscribe button, please do that. We're hoping to get to the next algorithm that gets the broadcast rebroadcast in different venues on YouTube. So obviously the more subscribers you have, the better the algorithm treats us.
And if you also go to the Live on Patrol Facebook page and like and follow the page.
Oh, it's slippery here, man.
Holy smokes. You get additional notifications of when
I say the word algorithm, you know, it just
Positive.
it reminds me of
Sounds like the mail's gonna be on the
Matrix,
on the side.
where you want to meet the Oracle. Oracle. The Oracle will know.
1525.
Jesus. I don't know. I'll tell you what. This road's got some serious glazing on it.
53.
Yeah, you do.
And 535. Show me around to 535's call.
Copy 238.
Hey, I was thinking about quarterbacks, you know, because I go back to Fran Tarkenton days when I was a young man. I even watched Bart Starr a little bit when I was younger from the Packers. And Terry Bradshaw, of course, Terry Bradshaw was a classic. I think we'll just let this car attempt to come by us before we
I think that's a good idea.
navigate this same street. What the heck? It's not going to make that turn. Please don't try it.
53. Can you take 4?
So here's my question to the viewers. I mean, we are in the middle of the playoffs. Let's just face it. Next week, the AFC Championship between the Chiefs and the Bills, and the NFC Championship between the Packers and the Bucks. If you don't follow football, I understand. But if you do follow football, you know that Patrick Mahomes got injured today with a concussion, and probably one of the best quarterbacks out there from the Chiefs. This is their third time in the AFC Championship. Patrick Mahomes is one of my wife's favorites, by the way.
He is absolutely my favorite player,
And
bar none.
My wife likes him because he's cute. You know, he's got a nice way about him, and all those insurance commercials that they run on him, you know. But she's seen him interviewed, and you know, she's just a big fan of his. So even though I'm a Brady fan, my wife is a Patrick Mahomes fan. But hopefully he's going to be healthy, and we wish him the best. And you know, we hope things work out. Now, I did this last week. The last 2 weeks, I've been showing her the Baker Mayfield commercials for the Cleveland Browns. Okay, because if my wife gets to know the personality of the players, then she loves football, you know. That's why she reads up, she gets to know who their wives are, et cetera, et cetera. And I give her credit. She knows more about the players' personal lives than I do. But of course, the Browns lost today, 22-17. But all those commercials of him pretending to live in the stadium there,
4431.
Mhm.
Cleveland Brown Stadium, and the best one is when his wife sends him back to get a straw.
Copy of 2311.
He's trying to find the fire detector battery that's out, and he's wandering around. So anyhow, but here's my question: who's your favorite all-time quarterback? Who's your favorite all-time quarterback of any team? And just a short one-line why. Favorite quarterback can be Fran Tarkenton, Tommy Kramer, Wade Wilson. I mean, but all time. Terry Bradshaw, of course, beat the Vikings in the Super Bowl.
Unknown direction.
So send us your favorite quarterbacks.
Yeah, let us know who your favorite quarterback is. Patrick Mahomes caught up with Fran Tarkenton for me. And Fran is mine because of how that man could scramble in the backfield.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool watching him scramble. Joe Kapp was another Minnesota Viking quarterback.
And I'm not going to be shy about this. A large part of my liking Patrick Mahomes is that he's not shy about his expressing admiration for the profession of law enforcement.
Oh,
And I think that's pretty cool.
2363 is affirmative.
yeah, that's real cool.
Case number is
He participates in a lot of events with the Kansas City Police Department.
Now you watch your comments there and see who
John Elway.
John.
He could run and his arm strength was incredible.
Very, very
Mahomes, team player. Favre, because he was a gunslinger. Bart Starr, I wanted to marry him when I was a child. Brad Johnson,
Are you at the main entrance?
one of the nicest people on the planet.
true. That's good to hear. I like those kind of comments.
Why is no one saying Culpepper? I like Dante Culpepper,
Yeah.
but he doesn't make it into my list of greats. Eli Manning,
Yep. Nice man. I met him. Nice man. Nice family.
says because he never gave up and beat the Patriots twice. Roger Staubach, yeah,
Yeah.
great player, honorable man.
Glad you reminded me of Roger because he beat the Vikings in the NFC Championship game. To pass to Drew Pearson. Do you remember that in the winter? Oh my goodness gracious! We've almost made the Super Bowl a few times.
Yeah, almost.
Every time we've been there, we get lost.
Montana and Young,
Montana and Young, both greats.
Brett Favre,
There's no doubt about Brett.
Kathy had a Fran Tarkenton rookie card, and as a kid, she drew all over it, ruined the value of the card. I'm sorry, Kathy. Yeah, that's right. Bradshaw called his own plays. That's pretty impressive. Got another John Elway. Got a few John Elways.
Yeah. Aikman was good too. Troy Aikman. We can't forget Troy.
Oh, JD, you met Patrick Mahomes at the Super Bowl. I'm jealous.
Oh, the one that was here, I imagine, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. We're talking pro quarterbacks now, not college or high school. But if I was going beyond that, I'd have to say Bobby Fletcher is my favorite quarterback.
I can't blame you there.
This is pro quarterbacks we're talking.
No, they're using me wearing a brown fur coat, carrying a backpack, and other stuff.
Joe Namath, of course, was another one.
I did mention something about a gun.
Russell Wilson of the Seahawks.
What do I have to say?
Yeah, he's a class act too, that guy. Very class act. And for his size, he's an amazing athlete.
Drew Brees, Taysom Hill. Montana.
325.
Peyton Manning. Oh, Johnny Unitas. There is a name from the past, yeah.
Love it.
Boy, he could.
Baltimore Colts before they were the Indianapolis Colts.
Joe Namath, because I can buy insurance from him.
If there's anybody we're missing.
Tommy Kramer.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Kenny Stabler.
Oh, yeah. Oakland. I think
Good mention there. Good mention there, Fred.
it's definitely not a light-colored Escalade, but it's in the vicinity.
Might have looked light with all the snow on the back.
Snow on there. The
We're
plate
looking,
is.
and we're looking for 645.
Level 14, I can take Snelling. I'm a few blocks out.
On the back, 281 North County at the
846.
holiday for a mail slumper.
Just say hi.
It's the guy right here's number.
011.
Hi.
622.
Hey, how are you doing, too?
Good. I thought it was come really fast behind me.
Heard it. Have a good night. See you later, buddy.
Okay,
Thank you.
take care.
Thank you.
Safe.
Happy 26.
One of our local business owners.
Information on Maplewood Squad that a medic run to 1984 Adolpha Street North on Jeff Days.
You know, I did tell you that I have a couple of resolutions. Some of them are regarding crime. Others are
305.
probably in there, maybe, huh?
Sure. You can check for your BAC.
Maybe not.
1339
But,
yeah.
Of course, the diet thing is an annual thing. I told you my diet diet really never takes effect till after the Super Bowl.
Copy.
And
Spotted back 110 for the CDP at McDonald's on University for someone in the drive-thru damaging the
we should
screen.
probably get over to the west side of town. We've been on the east side of the and downtown.
Yeah, we haven't made it to the Western District at all.
Some people that lived over there.
Right.
And we're gonna see if the streets on the Frogtown are better than the streets over here. And if they are, then you should call your council member and say, we want our streets.
Right. Oh, Sarah, good call.
25.
Roman Gabriel.
Oh yeah. Boy, I remember you played for the Rams, right?
We're today. Willis, 121
I think it
on
was
the
the-
DLC on Victoria.
I think it
Yeah,
Los
was
Angeles-
Roman Gabriel the Rams?
Los
Let me know.
Angeles Rams, yeah. But the Vikings and the Rams went head to head in a lot of playoff games. Where's that at?
110 go again.
Funny, I remember when I was a young man listening to the games on the
Delta
radio.
Lima Echo 402 at
Because
20.
not everything was broadcast if the Vikings weren't playing. So, Roman Gabriel. That's a great name for a quarterback.
Yeah, no kidding.
But what I was going to say is, for those of you that are struggling with your New Year's resolution, they have a new day now. January 17th, which I think is still today for what? Another 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Is ditch your New Year's resolution day. You can still ditch your New Year's resolution. If you
110, I copy your code 4. Can you repeat the last part?
you officially don't have to follow through with your resolution if you pledge to ditch it.
Copy. Screen is not damaged.
If you, in my case, I pledged to start it after the Super Bowl, so I don't have to ditch it yet.
Copy 2320.
And then here's what happens to me. So in January, it's a new year. I decide you can't really stop eating till after the football playoffs are over.
111.
Oh, can't do that.
And then
Your call case number is
after the
011.
football Super Bowl's over, then I have to go to my birthday. Well, my birthday's in February.
Okay.
Because you got to go out for a really good meal on your birthday, right?
Oh, of course.
By the way, I just want to say that my parents, I've always been very proud that I'm born on the same birthday as Abraham Lincoln.
No kidding.
Yeah. So my parents always had me read it up and study Abraham Lincoln when I was little in hopes that I could learn.
And what's that date?
Well, I mean, the real birthday of Abraham Lincoln is February 12th.
Okay.
Although it's not celebrated that way anymore. In the old days, they celebrated it. So,
121.
I don't have that on Facebook, but
See where the cost is at.
no big secret. February 12th is
Well, they were.
Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
As soon as you said Abraham Lincoln's birthday, you kind of gave it up.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a big fan of Abraham Lincoln, and you know, there's a new special coming out, a video special, but there's a book about how he built the government of rivals, collection of rivals, and we just
115 advised, 101, 102
we
K9
need
west.
more people coming together on both sides of the political spectrum.
Yeah, we do.
What a terrible time in our country that he had to endure. You know? Look this way. But every time I say Abraham Lincoln, I remember the Ted and Bill and Ted's Adventure. Weren't they the guys that called it Abraham? I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Abraham Lincoln. So we're headed over. We just crossed 35. We're headed over to Rice Street. Got to drive down Rice Street a little bit. Somebody asked about the old guy that used to walk up and down Rice Street. That was Mickey. Remember Mick there, Pat?
Oh yeah, Mickey the cop.
Mickey the cop.
He was the king of the Rice Street parade one year.
Nice.
What a kind and gentle man.
Yeah, wonderful kid. Yeah, if you were president, you'd be Abraham Lincoln. That's what Abraham Lincoln.
You saw the film where Daniel Day-Lewis played him, didn't you?
Yes.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. He was also in The Last of the Mohicans. Remember that one?
Yep.
Good actor. I like historical films because you learn something even if it's not 100% accurate.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
My parents used to buy me little Abraham Lincoln statues, you know, leave in your room. That's good to have some type of role models to try to strive to be like.
Absolutely. Mickey Clarity, that was Mickey the cop's name.
And you know, I forget the kid's name now that's out here, but he used to walk
Matt.
with Mickey. Huh?
Matt.
Yeah, Matt's out here still. You might see him.
Matt is really, he's carrying the mantle that Mickey did pretty darn well.
Yeah.
He's
ENG 486, Echo November Golf 486.
Copy 23
Squad 325. You can just let them know that we're trying to get there.
Copy.
Yeah, probably the three icons of Rice Street would be Mickey, Bones, of course, and now Matt, who's doing an admirable job of following in Mickey's footsteps.
Calls right now.
369, checking your status.
I don't know how much longer it'll be that everything closes up at 10, but certainly when it starts opening up till 1, that'll change the dynamics.
369, checking your status.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Occupied.
Moving in.
Take a look at there's a plate on there.
314.
I think so. Came off of Manitoba. Our second most busy shooting street.
Silver Honda Accord. Plates don't match. It's Echo Foxtrot Juliet 725. Come back to a Buick.
Where are they at?
Oh, no, it's on the east side.
Cooking Arcade.
Cooking Arcade.
2326. Are you go for?
We were just there.
We can get there quick.
312
Well, let's just see if they run, because this one here's got my attention here first.
Yeah, they seem to be complying right now. We'll take another car.
Probably 312.
Something's not right about this one.
I agree.
Oops.
365. Report with 9. 535.
Let's just take a see what happens. It's the Jeep plates, right?
Yeah, let's see.
Let you have a little chat with them. Do you mind? We can go up there. We can walk up there.
Yeah, let's walk up on this one. Jeep Liberty, I believe.
I'm going to check us out if you go and put your radio on.
Yep.
Right?
White Jeep Liberty.
2400 traffic at Pennsylvania and Empire. No plates, white Jeep Liberty.
Pennsylvania and Empire. So white Jeep Liberty. No plates.
Haven't seen him put it in park yet.
Yeah.
Right here. You use that one.
Thank you. That is mine, right?
Nope.
That's yours?
Yep. But
Oh, here, I got mine.
Okay.
Copy at 2327.
Five two five. Can you show me the team rating, please?
Affirmative. 2328.
Thanks, gentlemen. $2,400. We're 10-8. Thanks.
Clear 2329.
Wait for the go forward tomorrow.
Let's go with the mail.
So that gentleman was a legit, he's dropping a friend off there in Manitoba. There's
281 supplement tonight.
to get a yellow tag in the back. We couldn't see the yellow tag until we got up close.
And those are about to be no longer any good.
Very
It's-
cooperative. He had a bunch of stuff in the back for his business. Yes. Okay, are you on one patch?
Yep.
Okay.
Copy. 102 to copy.
All
Single
right,
caller so far. Hamlin and Sherburne reporting hearing 3 shots in the area. Nothing further.
Shots fired, Hamlin and Sherburne.
2330.
So I think we're gonna turn around here and try to go back on Pierce Butler, even though it's a little bit disjointed. Figured everybody else will be coming from normal way.
So we got kind of a little distracted by that car. But Bones, for those who don't know, Mike Hartzell was his name, was a Vietnam veteran, and came back from Vietnam with some issues, and he chose to be homeless, and he would basically keep Rice Street clean. He picked up litter, picked up cans, bottles.
And put this on one now.
Yep. Was a very kind man, and he passed away, what, about 2 years ago now?
So we don't know what this shots fired is going to evolve into, but we always try to get there in a timely fashion. It's pretty good distance from where we are. Keep in mind, back to, if you watch the earlier versions of this, I know the camera wasn't as good. From Rice to Dale is, we were just on Rice. Rice to Dale is 1 mile. From Dale to Lex is another mile. And then from Lex to Snelling is a mile. So Hamlin is between Lex and Snelling, so that's a half a mile. So we basically got 2.5 miles, Dale, Lex, 2.5 miles to get to Hamlin, which we can cover at a pretty fast pace if we got a road that's not too busy.
Clear right.
But we also know that suspects will be leaving at the same pace we're headed there, so try to meet them look for them about halfway. And remember, as far as our numbers go, from each of those miles, there's 480 house numbers. So that's how we gauge where we're at. 240 to a half mile. These long blocks in St. Paul usually have about 60 numbers. Well, not usually, they are 60 numbers per block.
And the short blocks are 30 numbers.
Yeah.
316. 316. Can you change this to a DLD?
A lot of times when we're headed to these calls, we get a second or third call that somebody has information about the suspect's description, a person, a car. Again, we're not going to belabor the shot spotter debate, but if we had shot spotter, we would know whether it was fireworks or a gun instantly. We'd know exactly where it was and the direction of travel of the percussion of the gun. So we don't, so we're left to have citizens guess. Our shot spotter is the guess of citizens inside their homes.
And citizens calling from different locations serves as kind of a triangulation for us to narrow down where they're actually coming
that's how
from.
we'd like to have you call. I gotta go back and check that out. The car was as we passed by, and then some guy got out of it and walked across the street.
Dropping them off. Yep. Headed
There. But having said that, not unusual to drop people off after you shoot at somebody.
right. Get the gun inside. Get it out of the car.
Yeah.
121.
Clear advise, March 2, 185.
Copy 2334.
Here's the classic case of would you rather have slippery streets or ruts? Because now we have ruts, but they're not as slippery.
Not as slippery.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, and for the person asking, yes, Minneapolis does have a shot spotter, and it is
316, we'll take your 5.
the officers there pretty much consider it an invaluable resource.
Fighting in front of the address.
Yeah, there's actually about 40 departments, major departments that have it, that love it.
Copy.
There's been one department that didn't love it. Unfortunately, people cling to the one department that didn't love it, but the rest of them loved it.
Right. That's, yeah.
We're not, by the way, some people have been asking, can we start a GoFundMe?
316, there's two vehicles possibly involved, a white SUV and
We're not going to do a
SUV.
GoFundMe for an effort that government should
2336.
finance. You know,
Well put.
there are going to be some needs of people that we might start a GoFundMe page for. I've been thinking about that for a while now as to what's the biggest need that isn't filled other places. But we shouldn't have to raise $2 million on a GoFundMe page for ShotSpotter. It wouldn't cost that much, obviously, but you know, even $250,000 for one pilot project. But that's government's job to protect citizens. There are a couple areas that I'm considering having some fundraising for, and that's for people that are victims of carjackings or auto thefts where their car is used in high-speed pursuits or torn apart. I mean, the problem is a lot of these people have insurance for some of it, but not for all of it. It's
Right.
either a $500 or $1,000 deductible.
Or if they only have liability.
Oh, that's terrible. And then their car is ripped apart and it's just, or smashed up in it. Because they treat the cars like they're going to just dump them and steal a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So I am considering starting a little fund that we all would contribute. You know, if we put $10 into a fund like that, it would help people that are victimized by their loss. Part of it is that, you know, I want our deputies to chase and pursue these cars to catch the people that are doing the carjackings. But I also want to make sure the victims are made whole. And if we do have some type of collision at the conclusion of the chase,
Right.
I want to make sure that their deductible is covered. So just be thinking about that as we move forward. We'll talk about
20
that.
California Street West for a suspicious vehicle in the parking lot occupied by two for the past 15 to 20 minutes. Two males wearing dark clothing inside a dark colored sedan in the middle of the lot.
From the Smith Bridge.
So we're on University Avenue, westbound on University Avenue at Lexington. If you're not from the cities, we have a light rail that runs from downtown St. Paul to downtown Minneapolis. We're sister cities with Minneapolis, and we're on the east side of the Mississippi River, and Minneapolis is on the west side, and in between is really the University of Minnesota. Great higher education facility.
That's up off of Rice in California where we just were.
316 Perlicom, the white vehicle left westbound on Rose. The tan SUV is stuck at Uranium and Jesse. Copy. 2339.
And again, if you're new here, this stretch here along Lexington to Snelling was targeted on day 3 of the riots following George Floyd's death. And you've seen the pictures along Lake Street in Minneapolis, the 2 nights worth of rioting and arsoning. But
314.
this stretch here suffered heavy damage.
I'm going to run up flight 3 and can you give me the last 6
as well between here and
Alpha
Snelling.
Hotel Yankee 730.
Copy, standby 1.
1214, code 4, line custody.
Code 4 is running custody at Holiday at 2340. Zero 4, Minnesota license Alpha Hotel Yankee 730 that comes back to a black Honda Civic. The last 6 numbers in is 027.
So here's Hamlin and Sherman. I'm sure the squads have been here. Didn't find much.
I'm not finding any evidence. You're welcome.
Oh,
No,
Copies will clear this advice.
she just checked out, said she didn't find any evidence.
102, sounds good.
Happy cleared out at 2340.
314. If you haven't already, you can change our stop location to 1050 Arkwright.
Copy.
is. So we're northbound on Hamlin right now.
There's Thomas at the light.
A little bit of snow coming down, huh? A few flakes.
A little bit. Martin Luther King Day tomorrow.
That's correct. Certainly, if it wasn't for COVID, there would be a massive march. I'm not sure how that's going to work with COVID. I think I mentioned once before in 1982 I got to meet his wife.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She
cool.
was here. It was quite the honor.
I have an aunt, she has since passed. Name was Wilma Scott Heidi.
Squad 325.
And she was one of the founders of the National Organization of Women. And she marched with Dr. King on several occasions.
2244 Manhattan, east for
An amazing woman.
for a vehicle alarm going off.
You know, that sounds like a long time ago. I guess. How long do you think it's going to be before the people that we talk to are going to think that we're really old?
I think we've
No.
I think we've
no,
jumped that shark.
No. No, we're not there. No. Just talking about colleges here. St. Thomas. We'll drive down by College of St. Thomas where those kids were robbed here in a little bit. But this is Hamlin University. Those of you that have listened to us before, you know I attended here and had a great experience. 4 years at Hamlin University. Started out to be a doctor and graduate in chemistry, but after 2 years of mixing chemicals together in analytic and organic chem lab, I switched my major to something that I could work with people. And been into a pre-law program. My advisor, Dr. John Harrigan, was really a very fine man. So I ended up graduating in political science and government. But rather than go to law school, I ended up taking a test to be a police officer.
Well, I'll tell you.
Fell in love with it.
That ended up being very good for the city of St. Paul, the county of Ramsey,
You don't have
and
to
both
say that.
agencies. I'm just tell it the way it is.
This is my Drew Hall. That's my first dormitory. 2 years right there in Drew Hall. When I lived there, they called it Drew Zoo. Drew Zoo.
Is that because it was the animal house of Hamlin?
It was. It was. I didn't have any choice about me living there, but it was definitely. There's the stoic Old Main. Maybe you can tip that camera back just a hair.
No, it's all in there.
Is it?
No, not quite. Let's get it all in there.
Old Main. Hamlin University, Old Main. Great. Had a great experience here. Hopefully we'll... There you go. We're gonna have to figure that out. There's the old student center. They got a brand new facility now. The field house here on the right.
Copy, have a good night.
Anyhow, great school. Met some great people here.
Have a good night, 2341.
Kind of hope my son is interested in attending here.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's way more expensive now though than it was then.
I can't imagine.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how people afford college education. My other two kids went to North Dakota, which was reasonable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a quality education in University of Minnesota, North Dakota, Mankato, St. Cloud.
Oh, we've got a great college system in the state.
Great college system. I don't know how people afford private colleges anymore. But
180 is your clear.
I did have a great experience.
DOT.
And that's the new
Copy.
Carol Young Anderson, Dennis Anderson
And other
Student
spots
Center.
for midnight EOT 169.
Looks like a black Impala.
181.
Just swing by there, see if it's got
181.
charger plates.
Any other spots for midnight EOT?
Somebody mentioned a Bob Walter as an instructor at Hamlin.
Any other spots for midnight EOT online?
Walter.
Negative 5. Good night, everyone. At 2346.
It's been a few years since I graduated.
Squad 114.
1777. Where did it go?
No, it's LSU, exit out mail.
It wasn't an
2347.
Impala. It's a Nissan. So many cars look alike these days. Everybody copies everybody
They all
else.
got 4 wheels. Was your old partner Tom that said he liked the Mirror of Korea? I can't remember. Or was it another restaurant over here that you guys used to hang out at?
There was one on the other side of the street. I can't remember the name of it. A Korean restaurant. I love Korean food.
Yeah. So we got Hamlin University up here, north of University in Snelling. And then we got the next one down the road here is Concordia College there at Hamlin and Concordia.
Right.
Another great school. They actually play Division II football now. A good program.
Yeah, my son Jesse played football there for a while.
Another great school. And then as we continue south, we run into Macalester College. For some reason, I think Walter Mondale, Vice President Mondale, went there
Went where?
to Macalester.
Oh.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not positive. But if you guys viewers know any graduates of Macalester College, or Hamlin or Concordia, we're going to head down there. This Alliance Field, it's got a lot of potential. I mean, I didn't grow up a soccer fan, but I tell you what, there's millions of people that love soccer.
That's right.
Turn this into a big economic engine in this area. If they can get some restaurants, turn this into an entertainment complex that would be second to none. Because you can play soccer more often than you can football, American football. Get a lot of people in there. And soccer fans like to celebrate, I think.
Oh, I think they do.
So we're southbound on Snelling. Our apologies for not a ton of calls going on, but you never know what's around the corner. I do feel a lot better today than I did that last week.
Yeah, I could tell you weren't feeling well.
That's right. 612, founded.
Copy on.
Did that lady look like she was an adult?
Yeah.
In that bus stop?
I thought so.
Okay. Oh, we got to stop into this Snelling and St. Clair. They keep inviting us to come by.
Oh,
Tony's?
121.
Tono?
Copy on out to the dangerous
We
condition
gotta
at
stop
Dillon
by.
University where 2 sedans flew past the color northbound Dale speeding. And then another 2 went southbound on the way to CV unknown on the other. Cars no longer on scene. 110 is not as well at 23.
Here's Macalester College, right here on our right, southwest corner of Snelling and Summit. Another great academic institution. Well, I think you get into liberal arts college, you're going to get good education. I would say that Macalester has a reputation of being slightly more liberal, and St. Thomas has an reputation of slightly more conservative.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair assessment, I think.
Oh, St. Catherine's too, St. Kate's. Don't forget that.
Yep.
They're a great school. You guys ate here at the Sheesh. I talked about the Sheesh. I know a bunch of the people in the office ordered some Sheesh food last week.
That's on my list.
Yeah. Healthy. It's healthy too.
And I'm a lamb chop fanatic, and I hear they have good ones.
So now as we get in this area, we're gonna run into a lot of kids that are in the St. Thomas Macalester circle and living off campus, but in the area of one of the schools. Pretty crime-free neighborhood. That's why for there to be crime in this neighborhood is a little unusual.
First plate 072 Romeo Echo X-ray goes back to
Oh, you know what went to St. Thomas was our old friend and retired Sergeant Tim McCarty. Went St. Thomas alumni.
Yeah. Yeah, I met Joe Biden at Macalester College a few years back when he was the vice president. I think I mentioned that. We both were skinnier. Well, he had more hair.
Eastbound on 494.
Got an L-tag
Copy.
one?
Terminating pursuit, speed over 100, still eastbound 494, 2353.
So some agency just terminated a pursuit. They were eastbound on 494.
Terminating pursuit, 2353. 273.
273.
Be report 910-208, rest of Central.
So if you live in the Highland Park or Macalester Groveland area, you know, send us a comment on Facebook right now if you're up watching. So we know, like I said, we
11308 with 110-115.
we think the world of this neighborhood. We want to keep it crime free, and we're concerned about the carjackings and robberies starting to impact.
48478.
Of course, the clerks at Walgreens getting beat up. That's a whole nother matter as well.
4478.
But let us know if you're watching from Highland Park or Macalester Grove
Bellcrest Drive. The only comment
or Grand Avenue for that matter. If you're in that quadrant.
69 copy.
78 copy.
Well, I guess Tono's is owned by the same family that owns Philly Frank in Dinkytown.
Huh.
They're a good family.
We're westbound on Grand at Cleveland.
Oh, somebody asked about Ukrainian or Russian restaurants in St. Paul. Now, I can't speak to Ukrainian, but I can most assuredly speak to Russian. And that is Moscow on the Hill. It's Selby and Western. A fantastic restaurant. I've never had a bad meal there. And I've never had a bad shot of ice-cold cherry vodka there either, that they make in the basement themselves.
I think you should leave that part out. So this is a new complex on the west side of Cretin and Grand here, St. Thomas. Been here a few years. But, so the northeast corner of Cretin and Summit, if you're from out of town and you got kids that are interested in coming to school somewhere, St. Thomas is certainly a great option.
4454.
It's extremely unusual that three St. Thomas kids would get robbed. Their football team, I think, is going Division 2 now as well. Maybe Division 1. They're making a big jump because they're killing everybody in their league. So, you know, I know it was on Selby. You know exactly where the
Let me look that
Selby
up.
right here, somewhere between Crete. No, this is Selby right on this street here. This is the north side of St. Thomas campus.
They started noticing they were being followed at Finn.
Okay, which is right up here.
I'll find the details here in 1 second.
They got great security here at St. Thomas too, by the way. Nice security, but this is Selby is really not on their campus, the northern border of their campus.
And they were walking west on Selby from Finn when this happened.
So we were just on Selby. This is Finn, so they were just walking west here when they got robbed by suspects that it's carjacked a car.
Copy, please.
I got some decent rest last night. Oh, I slept fast. Sometimes you sleep fast, man.
I had such a solid nap this afternoon that I had set my alarm for 7:30, okay? So I got about a 3-hour nap. And the alarm went off at 7:30, and I had been so completely out of it in my nap that I thought it was 7:30 in the morning.
That does happen.
And I had another like 13 more hours before we were going to hook up. Then I realized, no, I got to start getting ready.
Well, it could have been the red cherry vodka.
I haven't been to Moscow on the Hill for a while. I just talking about that is making me. That is one of the places Trish and I went on our very first date.
4469, I'm out.
Was Moscow on the Hill.
2358.
547.
2358.
So this is the eastern border of the school at Cleveland. We're just coming up on Summit. We're gonna drop down into Highland Park. We'll show you the Walgreens. There's 2 Walgreens that get people steal stuff from regularly, but the one on Fort Parkway is the one where they beat up the people yesterday.
I think it was pretty much the same situation as the one at Snelling and Randolph.
It was.
315, inside for AMA.
So this
Company
is the
1198
southwest
Street,
quadrant
where
of our
31-year-old
county.
male conscious and breathing is requesting PD stating they would fight with medics. At 2359.
Camera seems to be working good there.
Yeah, it does.
Patrick, PJ,
Wait.
what's the middle initial?
D.
D, PD. Yeah, it's like PD.
Police Department Scott.
Yep.
I was preordained to be a cop.
You know, I was looking up. I don't keep track of this, but maybe you can look it up. But Saint Patrick is the saint of what particular thing? You know?
Well, allegedly got the snakes out of Ireland.
I don't know if that's right. I think you better check that
It's
out.
not accurate, but that's what was alleged. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Better check that out.
2162.
Yes.
01.
Okay.
It's not no face of your boyfriend, but he was physical.
We didn't. But is it a house? 1021 or 1029? Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
169, I got one outside.
So
44.
we are going to run in on a call over here. This is St. Catherine's College, another great school. The metro area is here blessed with a lot of great small colleges. I don't know if they have men there or not. In the old days, St. Thomas and St. Catherine's were men and women's schools. St. Thomas added women first, but I'm not sure if St. Catherine added men.
We want 612.
We get to the bottom of that sometime in the future. And I know we're going to go by my favorite Carboni's restaurant here, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be close.
First date, right?
No, that was Devani's.
Okay.
This is Carboni's, but there it is right there. Just past it.
I was going to that Carboni's in...
The car's in a real hurry to get away. So we're still a ways away from the call.
Yeah. 1969 I was going to Carboni's.
Really?
Yep.
That one there?
Yep.
Before you went to Texas?
Yep. I was 15 years old. I couldn't even drive. I was riding with my buddies from work to go to that Carboni's.
316, code 4 for medics, 31-year-old male complaining of migraine.
So we are eastbound on Randolph, just crossed Snelling. We were going to stop at that Walgreens there, but we're going to call up here. We're about to go by Cretin High School, where Joe Mauer played.
That's where my daughter Cassara graduated from.
316, 315 can cancel if they'd want to.
Right there, where Joe hit a few home runs over there.
Copy 315.
Across the street is the Nook restaurant.
315, we're already
Gotta
on
go there for a burger there. There's some great burgers at the Nook restaurant there.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's standing outside the Nook right there, but... For some reason I see a picture of St. Patrick with a cat. Thanks, I don't know. It's... But nothing too serious that she's crying with her boyfriend. Oh, it does. Okay. Well.
Oh, 29, the surface alarm.
Are they coming from Central or from what? From West?
Back 641 Fairview. Audible.
Should be right there.
So they're coming from Central. Well, I mean, they're 200 calls. Spots. Sorry to bother. Are they 200 cars or 100? Squad numbers. What are they? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Must be in a dead spot.
Always have that problem. Just gonna let them handle it, huh? As long as there's multiple people there. I think it's right here, right?
Yep.
Yep. The one on the right.
If we still have that cop on the phone, he gives us an idea of where that camera's at.
Can you put yours on, what do you, 2? Can you put on 2?
316.
I'll put mine on 3 and then...
And 115 also, which door the guy's trying to get out of?
Anyhow, this call we were going to go to, sounds like nobody's in immediate peril, and there's 2 squads almost there. Too much alcohol being consumed.
.115, you're responding cars. First on scene, try to get to the southwest area, and then the southeast is also going to have an entrance.
Yeah,
We've
looks
covered
like
those
we're
2 entrances. Those are going to be the main exits.
Frozen a little bit. This is nice and cool. I mean,
Yeah, I
cool,
think I
cool
was
to the touch.
going down in the hole like that.
I think so too.
Stop it, restart it if you want, if you think that'd be helpful.
I think it was just the hole. We'll see. Okay, we're good again.
Okay.
So we were down in a little hole below Randolph and 35, which was a dead spot, which made us lose you for a little bit. But it looks like we're back up and going.
And if you missed it, we were headed on a call.
Copy.
Some intoxicated parties.
The west end is the area where the camera faces, as well as the door which the mail is retreat out of.
When we pause talking, it's because we're trying to catch whatever the other new call is.
290, copy.
Excuse me.
If I'm pulling up, we'll take the southeast corner.
We know where they're at or not?
I'm sorry?
Do we know where that 100 squads are?
Find out.
185. This Walgreens here is a victim of massive theft on a regular basis. Just gonna drive through the lot here. Just by some slim chance somebody walked out with a bag before they called.
Looks like
115, we're
might be
arriving
waiting
in,
for somebody.
is he still trying to get out of the door? Do we know from the comp?
That's unknown.
Copy. 1 northeast
Way
corner.
too regular of an activity.
Copy up.
Oh, okay. We gotta head to that.
What is it?
225, we're close.
That's
So
the
far,
regular-
about 10 minutes.
Coming out the back of the building.
Yeah, they got about 4 cars there. We could head there, but
Oh, there. I missed them going there.
yeah.
Okay.
Something like Thomas and Fairview.
Oh, North Fairview. Okay. I got it.
There's a burglary call up on Fairview north of University Avenue. There's several cars that are there, but We're down in the southwest quadrant. We're not going to be able to get there in a timely fashion to be of any great assistance.
No.
Unless he runs, and then we have to get Pat there close enough, because Pat's the fastest guy we got in the fleet. On ice. When it's on, when you're running on ice, nobody navigates it faster. I saw Chief Axtell was sliding.
Yeah, that was funny.
Sliding on his driveway and taking the garbage out.
165.
He didn't fall though, did he?
No.
Hold on this. Are we looking at the far west end of the building, or like halfway down?
150. It's going to be like the southwest corner of the building. The entrance we went into with keys last time.
Copy. I'll be on the
Come on, I
far
was thinking
west
of you.
end
My
the
wife was showing me
southwest.
the video of the Chief sliding.
Oh,
And I thought about you. He was,
Yeah, he stayed on his feet and he didn't drop a thing he was carrying. I was impressed.
he was using those for balance. It's like a bowl.
163, copy your route 2775.
Fair here.
Copy. 168, copy your route 2775, Lexington at the Journey School on the audio alarm. Covering trophies.
Yeah, I was thinking about something. I just, me, I'm just going to be honest on myself. We talk about shot spotter or crime or reduction. When I talk about the issues, it has nothing to do with the people. I just want to be very clear. The truth of the matter is, I like the mayor. As a person,
He's a good person.
I like the mayor. I worked with his father. I think the world of him. I worked with his mother on their after school programs in school or charter school. I worked with his sister, Anika, who's just one of the finest human beings I've run into. So, hey, it's not about not liking the mayor. I like him, and he's a funny guy, and he's well-spoken. He plays a hell of a piano, too.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still disagree on the issues. That's where this country is at its best, when you can have people that you like, but you disagree on the issues. So, when I make comments about shot spotter or reduction in caught, it's coming from my heart and believing that those are the wrong policies. But people can differ on policies
225 case number.
and still be friends. You know. So
225, your case number is
it's a beautiful tree
0115.
over there.
Correction, 011656. 011656.
Wouldn't have wanted to be the person who put those lights up, though.
Well, something to be proud of when you're done, though.
For sure. Oh, we got Cecil's Deli coming up on the right here.
No, unfortunately.
Love Cecil's.
That's the one thing George Latimer used to say, is that one of the reasons I really respected him is he thought sometimes this disagreement was good for the public, so the public could weigh in. When you're having people have different opinions, it would help crystallize the debate for the public as to whether something's a good idea or a bad idea.
115, I spoke with the cop, and he's saying it's going to be the far west end, where 165
All good?
is going to be, should be a door down there that looks like he's trying to get out of.
Okay.
And the cop is going to be en route now from Blaine.
Would crystallize the debate and discussion. Could help crystallize the issue. The people, so the public could understand what it is that we're talking about. Because representation is a two-way street. You have an obligation to educate people about your thoughts and ideas, as well as listen to them. down here, Baker Square.
Can you hit the feet on that thing?
So, I think we're on feet. Yeah, we're on feet.
We are.
Might have lost it again. Might have lost what?
The north side. Orange Deer Rice Club.
Oh, maybe it's because I'm at 66 and you're at 72.
Well, yeah, but that's because, that's because. In case there's leakage up there by the phone, we don't want the leakage to be
165, there are wet footprints inside the...
So you're telling me your feet are cold?
Copy, there are wet footprints.
That's funny. I accidentally hit the microphone, and everything you just said to me just got put into a text.
Isn't that amazing? Hey, I found you can hold your finger on them, and then it'll say more. You hit more, and it says speak, and it'll read the whole thing to you. Did you know that?
No.
Here, watch this.
165, just FYI, there are footprints going upstairs.
Here, watch this.
Up and down.
Hold. More.
115, copy that. Dispatch, we're going to be checking the building here.
Copy, what is this big one, sir?
Okay, try talking me through that again. I hit hold.
Part of the building, but on the south entrance, glass door.
Well, go open up one of your texts.
There it is. More.
I don't know. Open up a text. Maybe it doesn't work when you got a group text.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Maybe open up one of your texts from somebody else. It's just you and them. Get down there on Ford Park where we were off and doing.
No.
You should.
Copy, that was one on the west corner of Orange and Rice. I had 2 minutes.
They deserve some patrols down here, huh? Open one up and then...
Yeah, not working for me. I'll figure it out.
Maybe it's a different... Maybe we got different phones.
Could be.
Information was logged. Central and Eastern Tide dispatch check on 3 and 2 minutes.
Might be a feature on your newer phone.
1-5.
Yeah, it might be.
Copy, 19 minutes.
All quiet here on Ford Parkway tonight. Lunds and Byerly's. If you're sleeping in Highland Park, you can sleep well. Of course, if you're listening to us, you aren't sleeping. Used to be a Chipotle here. Yeah, it's still there. So the Walgreens across the street now is closed. The other one was still open, but this is the other one that was robbed. Physically used right across the street there.
Sebastian Gary, 42-year-old male, medium build, wearing a gray shirt and blue jeans.
Okay, we're stopped now. Watch this here. Oh, see? It must be a thing that you put in there. I don't watch.
325.
Hold.
Take that for 310.
310, you're clear.
Copy, thank you.
20 minutes.
Oh, nice. I like that.
It's amazing. And the reason you're going to like it is you're going to get your phone program, so all the texts that you're getting, you don't have to read them. You can just listen to them. Well, we better get back into the action, huh? Highland Village.
Sounds like they might actually have a burglar trapped up in that Lexington call.
On the Fairview call? Or 621 Fairview?
Fairview, yeah.
Fairview? Well, if they're trapped, we should go. Hey, that's... Whenever I hear that trapped, it reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. Remember the Wizard of Oz?
Oh, yeah.
And the Cowardly Lion? We're trapped. Trapped like rats.
That was a pretty darn good imitation of it.
He was better than me, but trapped like rats.
I have discovered that the older I get, when I get in and out of bed or in and out of this truck, I do feel like the Tin Man in need of oil in my joints.
I love the Wizard of Oz. It's a great.
It's fantastic.
All-time classic. The monkeys did scare me. The flying monkeys did scare me.
They scared the bejesus out of me. I'm not going to lie.
I don't think that was right because I'm still scared of flying monkeys even today. But remember, as soon as they killed the witch, then everybody was fine with it. If I only had a brain. Hey, by the way, I was watching a special on Barack Obama's photographer yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And he was giving a church service eulogy. And he started singing Amazing Grace, which was a pretty amazing moment. So I'm thinking, when I'm watching this, I'm thinking the genuineness of that was genuine. So feel free to sing anytime you want.
I will not do that to you, and I will not do that to our
People
viewers.
obviously appreciate it. Genuine.
I like you and our viewers far too much
You
to
can hold
do
it
that.
to them. We're gonna go a little faster up to the. We're on Fairview northbound now. We're about 3 miles away from this burglary call where they got a burglar trapped in the building, just like we were the other night when we had that one over on Plato, and so you got to cover a lot of entrances and exits in these deals. Whoa!
Oh, kitty. At least it wasn't black.
Hello, kitty. I don't believe in superstition, like broken mirrors. Just
I don't either.
If you start acknowledging that superstition, that's a path you don't want to come back from.
64.
Constant signs inside the building. There's persons in here trying to steal piping and computer stuff. Everybody wants to hold. I'm going to go get my partner.
We got somebody flagging us down up here.
Oh yeah, these people, we said hi to them once before. How's it going tonight?
First 634, they're
Good to see ya.
building and somebody's trying to steal piping, computer supplies. 634 is going to go get their partner to continue the search.
Other parts of the Wizard of Oz that I like. I mean,
Do we have anybody on the north end of the building?
When you finally saw what a little pipsqueak he was behind the...
pay no attention to that
Anybody
man
covering the
behind
north
the
end of the
curtain.
building?
I think I got the whole movie memorized.
Clear right.
Pay no attention to that man behind the
And the
curtain.
squad on the northeast corner, see down the north side there.
316 traffic.
I'll tell you what the most valuable.
121 negative.
Well, maybe I mentioned it before.
Halfway.
Disregard.
I think I
Copy.
did. Don't confuse intellect with
Copy. It is
diplomas.
part of the north side of the building for a full visual.
Oh,
There's a lot of people out there that are really smart that don't have diplomas.
For sure.
So, I mean,
Copy.
obviously the wizard gave the scarecrow a
316.
diploma, but the point he made
We're going to
is
stolen vehicle.
you're just...
Alpha Foxtrot
There we go.
Romeo 681.
Where you
We're on
going?
Ames, passing Echo.
Ugh.
316.
Might go south on White Bear.
I'm going to
Call
put
calling
this
at 10-2-10-3 at 26 minutes.
So, we got a tough decision to make here.
Still going west on Ames.
We got a stolen car on the east side of St. Paul. We're on the western part of St. Paul.
016 north on Just Mine.
No,
North on Just Mine.
it's an angle street.
36 wire, stop, take south rise. 02 firm.
Well, he's going to end up in Maryland then. Going that way. Got to take Hazelwood to Maryland or Magnolia to Johnson Parkway.
Going north on Hazelwood.
There we go.
North on Hazelwood.
Well, what do you think?
It's a black CRV.
Plate?
We're just following. Waiting for another squad. Not pursuing at this point, just following.
AFR 681.
We're going with the stolen instead of the
Turning
burglary.
east on Maryland.
There's 10 cars
East
with the
on
burglary.
Maryland.
Oh, east on Maryland? Go south a little bit there.
So, east side cars are following the stolen.
Still going east on Maryland. We're coming up to White Bear.
Yeah.
About Maryland at White Bear.
You are clear.
Continuing eastbound past White Bear.
Oh, that's unusual.
Still eastbound past White Bear.
So now they should let Maplewood know, because when you get
We're lighting them up at Van Dyke.
well,
Lighting them up at Van Dyke.
what with that?
It is fleeing north on Van Dyke. Fleeing northbound on Van Dyke. Not pursuing. Copy, not pursuing.
Could have followed them a little longer until we got there, huh? Hopefully Maplewood will trigger on.
License is also Foxtrot Romeo 681.
Westbound Ivy.
It will be on LTAC 1. Correction, they took that down. Last known location was westbound on Ivy. The original location was Ames and Pickle.
Oh, they saw it go westbound.
Yes, so.
From Van Dyke.
Yes, so.
Just went northbound White Bear. Northbound White Bear.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
No, she should dispatch.
That information will be forwarded down northbound on White Bear Ave.
That extra 5 seconds could be a big problem. Well, our car's performing well right now. I feel
Yeah,
like
it is.
So we are on the way to try to help catch a stolen.
We lost sight of the car. We just want to notify Maplewood. It looks like they're probably going to go to White or north to Maplewood. You can cancel at 10-3.
You got,
Copy, well,
you got
visual.
the plate and everything there, Virginia?
Yep.
10-3 in 30 minutes. 316, where did you last see the vehicle? Northbound on White Bear from Ivy. Copy, 30 minutes.
So, black 2018 Honda CRV. Plate number AFR 681.
Maplewood.
365.
Vehicle lost visual. It was last northbound White Bear Avenue. Ivy.
Copy.
We're out.
Copy.
So, what do you think? North on White Bear or west on
Weston Larpenter.
Yeah, that's kind of what I would think.
Let's see.
And then it hits the lake, and then we don't know where it goes.
Yeah.
I just don't think I'll stay in Viper that long, right?
No. I don't know. Would he cut back to Maryland or Johnson Parkway to Wheelock?
I don't think he'll come all the way back to St. Paul. Maybe they go to the outskirts. We'll take Larpenteur and Wheelock eastbound, huh?
Sure.
Car flying up ahead of us probably.
Come down Larpenter, you'd have to go all the way around the lake.
Stay in St. Paul if they know St. Paul won't chase them.
Good point.
You know?
Good point.
Which is a strange irony. Even though you're more likely to be found, you're less likely to be chased.
Right.
Okay. So it's black.
Black.
Wheelock?
I think so.
Larpenteur, you gotta go up and around the lake. I mean,
So
he's
northbound on Ivy, cut back over to Prosperity.
I think Maplewood would have come up with it by now.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think they come all the way down. Oh, I say they go Arlington or something. Wheelock or Arlington, huh?
Yeah, which would take them to the lake.
Got yours on 3.
Yep. So, yep.
So we are going to find this stolen.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to call a qualified county pit car. This is a classic example. We can't let people run forever. They tear these cars apart anyhow. But if we do pit it and we cause some damage, we should be able to make the owners whole. This is a classic kind of situation where a little bit of a GoFundMe page to help make people whole would be a win-win, because we do want to arrest and apprehend the suspects, but we want to make sure the owners of the car are made whole. So we're not going to tell you where we're at for right now on the slim chance that the suspect is monitoring us. I'm just going to go find him.
What was that? He was moving, wasn't he?
It's probably, what year was this thing?
2018.
Well, that looked like an older one, didn't it?
Looks a little too big for a CRV, but I'm not sure.
It looked a little old.
This is a problem house. Not it. It's a Yukon.
Okay.
322.
322.
That stolen is westbound Larpenteur from Prosperity. Not following. I lost him.
Westbound
Oh, there you
Larpenter.
The stolen vehicle.
He's gonna run right into the lake
Prosperity, not
if he keeps going west.
Just let us know if he goes. Let us know if he goes north or south. Hang on a minute. Can you put this one on 3? I got it. Good.
Yep.
If you can let us know if he goes north or south of the lake, that'd be great.
Yeah, I lost it. It might have went north or south.
Oh, that might have went.
I think.
Well, here's the
Frost.
thing. If it could, let's go this route. If it's coming into St. Paul, another St. Paul car is going to see it.
Right.
322, take 4.
So we'll take Frost and Parkway.
Yeah. That's what I'd say.
Clear.
get north on English, maybe, huh? Or
Yeah.
if it made it all the way to the lake.
I think this is a good bet.
Let's put on clear. Put east on your region.
Yep.
365, checking your status.
St. Paul East.
No, I got east here, but the
Ramsey County East.
suburban east. Yeah.
37 minutes.
Yes.
150, we're going to be checking the adjoining warehouse.
Looks like that second one's coming pretty fast.
Copy, checking the warehouse.
Want me to light up the plates?
Nah, I think I can get them.
Okay.
364, which is going to be behind 1654 Birmingham. Just checking the area.
What is the plate?
Copy.
AFR 681.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, that looks very possible. Can't tell.
It's going too slow. What do you think? You want me to go back and check it?
I don't know.
We'll do it. Let's just stay in this quadrant anyhow.
Yeah, he's going to have to come this way.
361, 4450.
361.
Can you clear us from this call here? That's all good. 1654 on the unrelated issues with Echo Romeo Foxtrot 578.
Copy.
Got a Carnival medallion right beneath us one year in the channel between Keller and Phelan.
Oh, God, I wanted him to... Oh, if he's turning left, he's going to get caught in light.
Copy, 30 minutes.
Oh, that's looking pretty good, Bob.
You think so?
Yep.
Hang on.
150, I was just keeping outside for the time being until you just clear.
Rongich is at 61.
Nope. I still think we can still catch
115,
him.
repeat, please, you're quiet.
Come in here.
Let's just keep the key holder outside, please, until we get the building cleared here.
Copy, keep the key holder outside till the building is cleared at 39 minutes.
Okay, we've got a deputy up north of us.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I think the other... Get to that roundabout, we'll sit there for a little bit. But I do think it's a good possibility he's going to drive back into the city.
Mm-hmm.
Where they know they don't chase. So if you just joined us, we're looking for a stolen that St. Paul just lost.
Nope.
And we're using this roundabout. If it went north on English or north around the lake, you would come out here in Maplewood. But it's getting to be more and more likely that it dipped back into St. Paul. Just because of the timing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, another couple minutes, I think we gotta assume we should go back into the city.
Should we do a quick check at that Holiday on English?
That which one?
The Holiday on English?
Sure.
163, I copy your note to 568 Lexington. It's going to be unit number 2 for the 911. Where there was a female there, either being beat up or beating someone up. She runs water all day and everyone's sick of her. 41 minutes.
Etna in Idaho.
Etna in Idaho.
Stolen vehicle at Edmond, Idaho, unoccupied at 41 minutes. 8194.
One up now from my location, the RPD.
So
TV
the
at 41
vehicle,
minutes.
they abandoned it at Idaho and Etna. So you always get suspicious if they aren't jumping into another car.
Mm-hmm.
Squad 536.
536.
We're going to be clear with the report and DOT with downtown beat.
Nothing good night, 43 minutes.
So the suspects are obviously in the area somewhere on foot, or they've stolen another car.
361, check your status.
Hopefully somebody didn't leave their car running.
And have footprints, maybe?
Three 6-1, check your status.
Code 4.
Copy, 44 minutes.
Is that it up there they're parked next to?
I think so.
2162, clear.
44 minutes.
Any footprints at all or not? No footprints? Footprints right there.
36, code 4.
On that one.
Code 4, 44 minutes.
Well, I say they run back to the city. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. So if you live anywhere around this area of Idaho and Etna and you got your car outside running, go get your keys out of it.
Or if you see people
See anybody suspicious crawling to the
go outside your
neighborhood?
front door and take a look, because there's some suspects
There's
running.
something running. There's a car with lights on right here in this lot back here,
45 minutes.
tucked in behind some other stuff.
Okay.
Please will be on scene.
Looks like some
Copy.
construction.
New caller is going to be Michelle Fogarty, who says she needs a pack of smokes, and then she'll be okay. 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think this. Oh, maybe this won't get us
Yeah,
to.
maybe not. On to the next one. come in from the other side?
I guess so.
I think we do. I think we gotta come in from the other side because this doesn't go through, right?
Mm-mm.
There's a car in there. How much we know. And the roads are terrible. It would have been a short chase had they chased it.
You know, I think the light I'm seeing is on the trailer, but there is a car back there, I think.
That's wonderful. Is that the old Frost Lake School there, or what is that?
Yeah, that's Frost Lake Rec Center now.
Boy, this road, look at these roads.
Unreal.
3923 is 5 to assist for 2328 11th Avenue East. There's no apartment added yet. Caller would like a mail removed.
2-3 copy, 20 back.
Well, I guess I didn't see a vehicle. It must have just been the light on the trailer.
Pass 048.
Thought I was seeing a headlight.
Well, they couldn't have fled this way. So, but if they know where they're going, they'll find their way to the trail.
Mm-hmm.
Work their way south on the trail. So, let's go to English in the trail. Wait for them to pop out. Or Maryland in the trail. Wait just for here, even to be on these roads we're all going to hit.
Whoa. 163.
Go ahead.
You ask Michelle to step out.
Copy will do.
So,
215 will be out with 270 Victor Tango November.
Yeah, just wait about 50 minutes.
it's a couple blocks to the trail. Unless you got a house up there, you're dipping it.
Right. Kind of the way they kept circling that same area makes me wonder if they don't.
Have somebody.
Yeah.
Just go down. Watch the end of it in case they try to make their way
163.
to warmth.
The phone numbers I got for the mail caller, who is probably equally as PIC, so I'll try to call Michelle.
Well, some of that camera's handling these bumps better than we are.
Kidding.
Holy mackerel.
Man.
They gotta get some road work on the East Shore Drive. This is Lake Phelan we're right next to. And it is bouncy.
Carnival ride.
222.
Copy 050.
Well, if we hadn't been in Highland Park, we'd have been right on top of this thing, right? We're on the other side of the
Yep,
world.
right.
Yep. Well, that's kind of par for the course for us. Wherever we are.
There's Whistler.
Let's go again.
2010, I'm going to talk to one at the East Twinsfield, northwest corner of Larpenter and Prosperity.
Oh, good for him.
Copy, supposed to start that way until he's go for it.
I'm a female looking for.
Copy. Is this in regarding to the stolen vehicle or something different?
I'm not sure. I'm just checking it out.
Copy.
Where's the trail?
Right here, I think. Yeah, that's it.
Well,
376.
376.
Show me 10-8. If you make me an AOA, and I'll be out 2010.
Copy.
well, Inspector Whistler stopped a female that was in the area. I suppose they might have split up so they don't look so obvious. That might develop a clue. Good for him. So let us know what you think about that idea of having like a 1 hour question and answer session. I mean, I don't know if it helps answer a lot of questions at once. Might be kind of fun. Let people call in, or we can call some people back that have texted those 1,000 people. We can call a few and get them on the air. Might be kind of fun to have tell us about themselves a little bit. It might just personalize the broadcast a little more to have some feedback from the people actually watching.
Yeah, I think so.
Besides the texts that are there.
It'd be nice to have a little bit of interaction.
Yeah.
Actually, there's my texting people throughout the last couple of days ended up getting in some back and forth conversations that was interesting.
Yeah, and that's kind of time consuming too. Our deputies was just lurking on the border there at 61 and Larpenter, hoping that the suspect car would come that way, but they turned off there on Etna and Larpenter and ditched the car at Idaho.
T25, your case number is 011672. You're welcome. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and I think I like the idea of the Q&A being right before we go live, as opposed to a separate time, you know?
You could also have a little summary of the crime, too. I don't know, maybe we do that in the car. Sometimes people have questions about the crime that occurred since then.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
163, she does not want to be seen.
Sorry.
57 minutes.
School hockey is back in swing. They have their first set of games this weekend. I think Minneapolis St. Paul teams might be delayed because their school districts wouldn't let them practice as soon. But for the most part, high school hockey is back in swing. Hey, if you haven't... If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel and you're still on, we really would appreciate it if you just click that subscribe. It gets the videos a bigger broadcast audience. And feel free to follow my Facebook page or the Live on Patrol Facebook page. And obviously we want to make this the best community relations tool that we can, and the more people that see it, the better. But if you're on YouTube, they say a majority of our viewers are not subscribers. I mean, like 55% are not, 45 are, but I think you will get notified when we're on, because we are in strange times. And we are going to sign off, since Monday we got a lot of work to do this week, and we got some planning for the protest still that is going on, so this is going to be a busy week. I know there's people that want us to do something on Thursday. We might go out on Thursday and just see what's happening during the daytime. Thank you all for joining us. We think this was our highest viewership of anything. I
think so.
So maybe we'll just think about doing Sundays, but not quite as busy as Fridays.
Right.
Patrick, you want to give us our old college sign-off?
Absolutely. Thank you all for being with us and riding with us on this Live on Patrol. We appreciate you being with us. We appreciate you and your support, and it's the feedback we get is overwhelmingly positive. And we
give him your phone number before you sign up.
We appreciate that. I gotta give this text number again before we go.
So you want to text Patrick after we're gone.
And I don't have it memorized yet. It's not an easy one to remember like the old one, so give me a second here.
Custody and 1.
The text number, and please, just this text number, don't message me through Facebook. Go through this text number, 651-775-8928. 651-775-8928. Thank you again, folks. We will, if you subscribe to or follow any of the pages, especially subscribe to YouTube, please. You'll get notified when we do go live. Thank you for joining us, and we'll give you a little bit of a heads up if we can when we're going to go live. Have a good night, folks. Be kind to each other.